morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. Wherever you're at in the world, welcome to Last Drafts Baseball's live commentary of Major League Baseball game featuring the Minnesota Twins and the New York Yankees. The commentary and views are our opinions and are not affiliated with Major League Baseball, the MLB, or their sponsors. We are providing live reports on the game being played and hope that English-speaking audiences around the globe can enjoy the game on YouTube and Twitch along with us. Today, we've got the New York Yankees coming off a charged series against the New York Mets, hosting the Minnesota Twins. We're going to bring you today's starting lineups when we come back in just a moment.
Are you into digital cards? Last Wraps Baseball has you covered as we do daily Top Spunt Digital 21 card breaks. This new wave of collecting allows baseball fans to collect digital cards and compete against each other for prizes. Check out our daily breaks and send us a trade to Last Wraps. Be sure to tell your friends. Would you like to support Last Wraps Baseball? We would appreciate it if you did. Be sure to check out our eBay page where we have baseball merchandise. We also have stuff from the Japanese League for those who listen from Japan. But we also do other sports like football and basketball as well. Don't forget, visit Last Wraps Baseball's eBay store to help support the channel. We'll be glad you did.
Welcome back, everybody. We're going to give you the starting lineups for the visitors, the Minnesota Twins. Leading off and playing second base, wearing number 2, is Luis Arias. Batting second in center field, wearing number 25, is Byron Buxton. Batting third and doing the designated hitting, wearing number 11, is Jorge Polanco. In the cleanup spot and playing third base, wearing number 20, is Josh Donaldson. Batting fifth in right field, wearing number 26, is Max Kepler. Batting sixth and playing first base, wearing number 22, is Miguel Sano. Batting seventh in left field, wearing number 38, is Rob Refsnyder. Batting eighth and doing the catching is number 27, Ryan Jeffers. And batting ninth and playing shortstop, wearing number 9, is Andrelton Simmons. And they're going to be facing Luis Hill, who takes to the mound for his 5th start of the year. The rookie is 1-0 with a 1.42 earned run average. And now the starting lineup for the home team, the New York Yankees. Leading off and playing third base, wearing number 26, is DJ LeMahieu. Batting second and playing in center field, wearing number 11, is Brett Gardner. Batting third, the right fielder, wearing number 99, is Aaron Judge. In the cleanup spot, and wearing number 27, is Giancarlo Stanton. Batting fifth in left field, wearing number 13, is Joey Gallo. Batting sixth and playing first base, wearing number 59, is Luke Voigt. Batting seventh and playing second base, wearing number 25, is Gleyber Torres. Batting eighth and playing shortstop, wearing number 14, is Tyler Wade. And batting ninth and doing the catching, wearing number 66, is Kyle Higashioka. And they are going to face the right-hander John Gant, who brings to the table a 5-9 overall record with a 3.78 ERA. Gant was acquired midseason from the St. Louis Cardinals as part of the J.A. Happ trade. And he will be making another start here today for the Minnesota Twins. And we'll be back in just a couple moments with the call of all the action. This game was about a minute or so from getting underway. We're glad you're with us. Stick around, everybody. We'll be right back. Here's our friend Steve Rademacher.
Hello, kids. Steve coming at you. It's Steve Rademacher. And if you like interesting stuff, if you like to laugh a little bit, and if you enjoy collecting, this channel's for you. If you like non-sport cards, we have them. You like pseudo-sport cards, we open them. Even if you like entire boxes of completely pointless stuff or other sports, we have everything here. I drop a different video every day, and there's always a theme to it, from No Filter Friday to Saturday morning cartoons, even Sunday shoutouts. Once in a while, we'll get a little froggy and show Money Monday, where I showcase a bunch of my currency. We have Legos, we have Star Wars, we have a good time. We even had my brother on Takeover Tuesday. Be there or be square. Back to Freddie.
Thanks again, Steve. It is appreciated. Steve is a supporter of our channel, and in return, we like to support him, whether it's Money Monday, Takeover Tuesday, or his Saturday morning cartoons. Be sure to check out Steve's channel when you have an opportunity. And we'll be back in just a moment to get this one underway. From the Bronx in New York, it's afternoon baseball. It's the Minnesota Twins and the New York Yankees. Stick around after these tunes. We'll be right back, everybody. Welcome back, everybody. It is going to be the 83 degrees in New York. It is partly cloudy temperatures. It's a great day for baseball at game time. The wind is blowing from right to left at about 10 miles an hour. The umpires for today's game behind the plate is going to be Jeff Nelson. Working first base is Mike Eastabrook. The second base umpire is Laz Diaz. And John Lipka is going to be making the calls over at third base today. And we are ready to get this one underway. It's supposed to be a 2:05 local start. We're a little bit behind as the Yankees have just taken to the field. And the pitcher Heel is getting his tune-up tosses in. For Heel on the season, this is going to be his fifth start of the year. He is 1-0 on the season. He's pitched in 19 innings at the major league level. He's allowed 10 hits, 14 walks, and 24 strikeouts. He has pitched also this year in both AA and AAA. So in the minor leagues this season, he has combined for a 5-1 record with a 3.86 earned run average. And he's had 18 games and 17 starts under his belt. So Hill, the 23-year-old, is finishing his tune-up tosses. He's one of the top Yankee prospects in their organization, and he's going to get the opportunity to take to the hill today. The Yankees, of course, coming off a tough loss last night versus their crosstown, hate to call them rivals, Mets, because even though they are in the same city, it's not quite like the Brooklyn Dodgers and the New York Giants back in the day, where they would be competing each other regularly. They are in the interleague play. They do get to face one another and play against each other. But last night it was the Francisco Lindor show as he hit 3 home runs, and including the tie-breaking home run in the bottom of the 8th inning to knock off the Yankees. And so the Yankees are coming in today's game. It'll be interesting to see how they respond today. It's not a full house at Yankee Stadium, and having to come back and play a day game after a night game, especially with the energy that was brought to the table last night against the Mets at Citi Field. We'll see how this one works. So the first pitch of the ball game is going to take place. It's going to be at 11:09, and here comes the first one from Luis Hill, and it is a fastball that misses outside for ball one. So 11:09 Pacific time, 1:09 or 2:09 on the East Coast. So 1 ball and no strikes to Luis Arias. Hill delivers again. It's a fastball swung on, and it's grounded into right field for a base hit. And Arias is aboard with a leadoff single here in the first inning. It's going to bring up the center fielder, number 25, Byron Buxton. For Buxton on the season, he's hitting .297. He's got 13 homers and 23 runs batted in. Buxton has had challenges this year, certainly with the injury bug. That's been something that's dogged him over the course of his career. He's never played more than 140 games at the big league level. You have to go back to 2017 to see when that has last happened. It's his 7th season in the big leagues, and the 27-year-old seems like he's been around forever. So here comes the first pitch to Buxton, and it is a fastball that misses low, and the count is 1-0. Buxton, a right-handed batter, stands in at the dish. The runner at first is Luis Arias. They're playing Buxton around to pull to the left side of the infield. And here's the pitch from Heel. It's a fastball swung on. It is lifted into left field. There's plenty of room over there for the left fielder Gallo. He's going to make the catch. That is going to retire Buxton for the first out of the inning, and that's going to bring up the designated hitter, Jorge Polanco. For Polanco on the season, he's having a very good year. He's hitting .280. He's got 29 homers to go with 86 runs batted in. Polanco batting from the left side against the right-hander Heel. Polanco is also 27 years old, and he's a Minnesota Twins product. He's only a one-time All-Star. And here comes the pitch from Heel. It is a breaking ball that swung on and missed, and the count is 0-1. Polanco enjoying the finest season of his big league career in 2019, the year that he was the All-Star. He hit 22 homers and drove in 79 runs. And this year has eclipsed those highs in both of those categories. Heel fires over to first base, and diving back in time is the base runner Arias. So Heel gets the sign from his catcher, Higashioka. He holds set at the belt, and he kicks and delivers. There's a fastball swung on, and this ball is belted foul down the right field line. It's going to get well into the seats. If that ball would have been straightened out, it would have been trouble for the Yankees. So no balls and 2 strikes. This is the first time I've seen the Yankees in quite a while. I saw them. We did the game against Houston earlier in this year when Garrett Cole had pitched against the Astros. And here's the pitch from Heel, and there's a fastball swung on, and this ball has been straightened out, and this ball is going to get out in a big hurry as it's going to ride into the seats about 15 rows back. And the Minnesota Twins are on the board with a 2-0 lead here over the Yankees in the top of the first inning. Polanco was right on the pitch the one before and absolutely belted that one foul. And this time the pitch was laid right over the plate. And Polanco was able to turn on it, and that's his 30th home run of the season. And it's going to put the Minnesota Twins up into the lead 2-0 straight away. So 2-0 lead for the Twins. That's going to bring the third baseman, Josh Donaldson, to the plate. Donaldson on the season is hitting .249 with 22 homers and 62 runs batted in. He stands at the plate with a slightly closed stance. And here's the pitch from Heel. It's a changeup that misses upstairs, and the count is 1-0. Polanco was right on time with that pitch. He didn't mess around, and that ball was deposited well back into the seats in the power alley in right center field. So Heel goes back to work. He kicks and delivers. There's a breaking ball swung on and missed, and the count is now 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike. And the pitch he delivered to Polanco, there wasn't a lot of movement on the pitch. It was pretty much a straight fastball. No arm side run, no cut, no tilt. It sat right over the fat part of the plate, and Polanco deposited into the seats. Now there's a fastball delivered to Donaldson, and that is taken outside for ball 2, and the count is 2-1. Heel goes back to work. He kicks and delivers. There's a fastball taken for a called strike, and the count is 2-2. The Minnesota Twins this year, it's been a very disappointing season as they were considered contenders for the Central Division at the beginning of the year. And there's a fastball swung on and tap foul. And the count remains at 2-2. The leading Chicago White Sox, Central Division leading Chicago White Sox, of course, have a huge lead on the rest of the division. Here's the pitch from Heel. It is a breaking ball that misses outside. The count is now 3-2 to Donaldson. But the Twins, who were considered to be the main challengers for the White Sox, have not even been close this year. They find themselves looking up at other teams like the Tigers and the Indians, and there is a breaking ball that misses outside. It's ball 4 to Donaldson. Donaldson is aboard with a walk here in the first inning. So the runner at first is Donaldson. There's 2 runs on the board and 1 away, and that's going to bring up the right fielder today, Max Kepler. Kepler on the season is hitting .210. He's got 17 homers and 47 runs batted in. The German-born outfielder stands in at the plate, and here's the first pitch from Heel. It's a fastball that misses down and in. And the count is 1-0. So 1 ball and no strikes. They've got Kepler around to do the Yankees defense, at least in the infield. There are 3 fielders to the right side of second base. And here's the pitch from Heel. It's a fastball swung on. Fouled straight back into the mask of the catcher, Higgyosha. Higgy looks like he's going to be okay. And the count is now 1-1 to Kepler. The home run to Polanco was the first extra base hit allowed in these 5 starts by Heel. And there's a breaking ball that bounces up to the plate. The count is now 2-1. Kepler will be followed by the first baseman, Miguel Sano. Heel gets a new ball from the umpire, and he's ready to go back to work. He gets the sign from the catcher, Higashioka. He comes set at the belt and kicks and delivers, and it is a breaking ball, swung on and missed, and the count is now 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. Donaldson establishes his lead over at first base. And Heel gets the sign. There is a changeup swung on and missed. And Kepler is retired on strikes for the second out of the inning. That's going to leave it all up to the first baseman, Miguel Sano. For Sano on the season, he's hitting .214. He's got 26 homers and 64 runs batted in. Miguel Sano getting the start at first base today. He's in some different spots this season, but the majority of the work has been at first. He's DH'd a little bit. He's played some third base. And here's the pitch from Heel. It's a fastball swung on. This ball is absolutely scorched to left field. Going back on the warning track is Gallo. He leaps, and it's going to get into the seats. And Miguel Sano is going to hit his 27th homer of the year. And the Yankees are finding themselves in a 4-0 hole here in the first inning to the Minnesota Twins. As we mentioned at the top of the stream, it would be interesting to see how the Yankees be able to respond after playing in that electrically charged game last night. Well, the pitcher Heel has served up 2 2-run homers. The Twins are off and running here in today's ball game, and there's a fastball that misses upstairs to the left fielder Rob Refsnyder. The count is 1-0. For Refsnyder on the season, he's batting .258. He's got a couple homers and 12 runs batted in. Snyder was originally a 5th-round pick of the New York Yankees. There's a breaking ball that misses outside, and the count is 2-0. Refsnyder was drafted in the 5th round of the 2012 draft out of the University of Arizona. He had some big league time with the Yankees from 2015 to 2017, and there was a fastball taken for a called strike. And the count is 2-1. After his time in New York, Refsnyder's bounced around a little bit. He was with Toronto for a bit in 2017. He went on to Tampa Bay, and he spent some time in the Texas organization last year. There's a fastball that misses outside, and the count is 3-1 to Refsnyder. This is the most that Refsnyder's been able to play at the big league level since his time with the Yankees in 2016, and there's a breaking ball that catches the outside corner, and the count is 2-2. When he was with the Yankees in 2016, he had 152 at bats, 175 plate appearances. There was a breaking ball swung on and missed, and Ref Snyder has been retired for the third out of the first inning. But for the Minnesota Twins, the damage has been done. They had 4 runs in the inning. There were 3 hits. There were no errors, and nobody left the board. 2 2-run homers have done the damage. And it is the Minnesota Twins 4. The New York Yankees coming to bat. We'll be back here in just a couple of moments with the call at the bottom of the first inning. We're glad you could join us today. Happy you're here to listen in. Thanks for Steve Rademacher for checking in as well. We'll be back in just a moment, everybody.
Domo arigato. Sorry if I mispronounced that. I'm new at this. Thank you for watching Last Raps Baseball. Tell all your friends and family to come check him out, ask some questions during the telecast, and give him a good sub and a thumbs up. And this is Steve coming back at you, and some new things on my channel. Star Wars figures that everybody likes. We have Mad magazines from the 1970s. We try to avoid the Noid. And for your pleasure, once in a while, we can open up Michael Jackson if you want, the cards. We have Elvis. We have Sadahar O. We love everything that is everything, so we even have the Beatles fighting with lightsabers. Look at that, John and George. Once in a while, we'll even have my brother take over my channel on a Tuesday. So once again, everybody tell your friends, come see Freddie at Last Raps Baseball. And right now, I'm going to kick it right back to you, Freddie.
Thanks again, Steve. John Gant is just completing his warm-up tosses. Gant is going to be making his 5th start for the Minnesota Twins. This is his 12th appearance. He was acquired mid-season from the St. Louis Cardinals as the Minnesota Twins sent J.A. Happ and cash to the Cardinals in return for John Gant and a minor leaguer named Evan Sisk. And so we'll be ready to get this one underway. Gant had spent time, originally was drafted by the New York Mets. At the big league level, he spent time with the Braves and the Cardinals. And that first pitch is at 86 miles an hour up in the zone to DJ LeMahieu for ball 1-0. LeMahieu is hitting .271 on the year. He's got 9 homers and 54 runs batted in. And here's the pitch from Gant. It's a 89-mile-an-hour fastball that misses low, and the count is now 2-0. So 2 balls and no strike. Gant goes back to work. He kicks and delivers. There's a fastball taken for a called strike. And the count is now 2 balls and 1 strike. It's LeMahieu, Gardner, and Judge here in the bottom of the first inning for the Yankees. Gant goes back to work. He rocks in the motion. He kicks and delivers, and there's a changeup swung on. It's grounded over to third. Donaldson fields it. He fires to first. That is going to retire LeMahieu. That goes as a ground out, 5-3 for out number 1. That's going to bring up today's center fielder, Brett Gardner. For Gardner on the season, he's enjoying himself a pretty solid campaign. It's almost a renaissance year for the 38-year-old. He has been a Yankee his entire career since the 2008 season. One-time All-Star and one-time Gold Glove winner, has appeared in 121 games this year. He's batting .220 on the season. Here comes the first pitch to Gardner. There's a fastball taken for a called strike, and the count is 0-1. He's got 8 homers and 31 RBIs. He's been an impactful guy when he's had those opportunities. Not just this year, but throughout his career. And here comes the pitch from Gant, and it's a breaking ball that catches the corner for a called strike, and the count is 0-2. The first time I've had a chance to see Gant pitch and he's definitely not overpowering. I think of watching Kyle Hendricks and Zach Davies of the Chicago Cubs last week, and neither of those are overpowering. And there's an 85-mile-an-hour fastball that's spiked into the ground, and Gardner has to play a little hopscotch at home plate. The count is now 1-2 strikes. So 1-2 strikes to the Yankee center fielder. One would think that this is going to be Gardner's last season. He inked a one-year deal this year. And here's the pitch from Gant. There's a changeup swung on. It's grounded to the right side. It's fielded by the shortstop, Simmons. He makes the play and throws to first, and that is going to retire Gardner. It was a really good play by Simmons. They had the shift on. Simmons was just shading a little bit to the right side of second base. He fielded it moving to his left, and he fires on the run, and that's going to retire Gardner. It was a ground out, 6-3 for out number 2, and that's going to leave it up to the right fielder, Aaron Judge. For Judge on the season, he's batting .293. He's got 37 homers to go with 79 runs batted in. He stands on the right side. So right-hander against the right-hander. Gant delivers. It's a breaking ball that misses down and away, and the count is 1-0. So 1 ball and no strikes. Aaron Judge in his 29th year. He's a 3-time All-Star. He won the Rookie of the Year back in 2017. Here's the pitch from Gant, and it's a fastball that misses down and away, and the count is now 2-0. And so here comes the 2-0 pitch from Gant. He kicks and delivers. It's a fastball that misses inside, and the count is 3-0 to Judge. Looming on deck is the designated hitter, Giancarlo Stanton. Something pitchers are going to have to limit themselves. You certainly don't want to be walking Yankees batters because there's enough pop all the way through the order, and there's a fastball that misses in, and that's going to be ball 4, and Aaron Judge is aboard with a walk. A 2-out walk, and that's going to bring up Giancarlo Stanton. And the Minnesota Twins have asked for time as Rocco Baldelli is on his way out to the mound. Something is not right with the pitcher Gant. I can say that we're watching his delivery and his fastball. His fastball is absolutely all over the place, and that is going to be it. They're going to take him out. They came out with the trainer. So we're going to have a few minutes here to be able to warm up the relief pitcher, as this is an injury replacement. But you can see Gant, he was all over the place. He was throwing pitches that were four-seam fastballs that were in the low 90s and some others as well. So we are going to get a pitching change, and we'll come back in just a couple moments and give you all the updates when we return. So that is it for Gant. We'll be back in a moment.
Well, you've got to have an ace in the hole, a little secret that nobody knows. Life is a gamble, a game we all play, but you've got to save something for a rainy day. You've got to learn to play your cards right if you expect to win in life. Don't put it all on the line for just one roll. You've got to have an ace in the hole.
That is Matt Hollis, a supporter of our channel, and in turn, we like to support Matt. Be sure to check out after the game another Hollis build for all your baseball needs and entertainment needs. We'll be back in just a couple moments, everybody, as we do have a pitching change in New York. It is a Minnesota Twin injury timeout as John Gant has been replaced. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome back, everybody. We have a pitching change in New York. It is going to be Luke Farrell entering the ball game, and Farrell is a 6'6" right-hander who stands at 200 pounds. He's going to get some extra time in which to complete his warm-up tosses because of the injury to John Gant. We'll get an update for you on that. As we mentioned before, you could see that Gant was struggling with his velocity, so he is going to leave the ball game. For Luke Farrell, he is 1-0 on the season. He's got a 1.47 ERA. He's appeared in 15 games, 18 and a third innings pitched, allowing 13 hits, 3 runs, all of which have been earned. He's walked 7 and struck out 19. He is originally a draft pick of the Kansas City Royals. He was a 6th-round pick out of Northwestern University. And for Farrell, he has bounced around a little bit at the big league level. After being with the Kansas City Royals, he went to the Cincinnati Reds. He's been with the Cubs, the Texas Rangers, and has now landed with the Minnesota Twins. He is 30 years old, and most of the time he has been with an organization. He has been waived or placed on waivers, and he was signed as a free agent in December of this year by the Minnesota Twins. So he is ready to get to the action and join the battle here. This is a one-game series here today. It is a makeup date, a makeup game for the Twins and the Yankees. The Yankees and the Twins will be facing new opponents tomorrow. The New York Yankees will be playing the Baltimore Orioles tomorrow. And they are going to be on the road in Baltimore, whereas the Minnesota Twins, as they've come in for their one game here, are on their way back home. They're going to host the Cleveland Indians in a doubleheader. The first game is a makeup of a game from June 26th. So here we are back to the action. Then the first pitch from Farrell is a fastball that misses outside. The count is 1-0 to Giancarlo Stanton. Stanton stands with a close stance. He's hitting .272 on the season. He's got 27 homers and 76 runs batted in. There's a breaking ball swung at and missed, and the count is 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike. Stanton waggles the bat off his shoulder. And Farrell gets the sign from his catcher. He kicks and delivers, and there is a breaking ball that bounces up to the plate. And the count is 2-1. So the Twins got off to the start that they wanted, with 4 runs in the top of the first on a pair of 2 two-run homers. The New York Yankees are looking to respond. There's a 1-hopper hit to Josh Donaldson. He fires over to second. That is going to retire Judge on a fielder's choice, 5-4, for the 3rd out of the inning. So for the Yankees in their half, no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 runner left aboard. We're moving to the top of the 2nd inning. It is the Minnesota Twins for the New York Yankees. Nothing. Stick around, everybody. We'll be back in just a couple moments. The call of the top of the 2nd inning. We're glad you're with us. Here's our friend Steve again. This is Steve Rademacher, friend of our channel.
Hello, friends. Steve coming back at you, a clean-shaven Steve. Thank you for watching Last Reps Baseball. And please continue to support my channel among others, like Another Hollis Build. Awesome commercial. And now I'll show you a few more things that we do have. We have toys, like this bobblehead Star Wars on wheels. We have Noids. We can't keep avoiding them forever. We do have Legos. Love my Legos. We have Origami Folder. Check him out. He's new into this, getting started, has good following already. We have Red Beard Breaks. And we also have these things that, in a pinch, will tell you what your temperature is. So, if you like all of this, and if you like Last Reps Baseball, join all of us. We'd love to have you. And I know you would enjoy us. Thank you, peace, good night, and cheers.
Welcome back, everybody. We're moving to the top of the second inning. It is going to be the 8-9-1 hitters in the Minnesota batting order. That means it's going to be Ryan Jeffers, Andrelton Simmons, and Luis Arias to get things going against Luis Gil. And the first pitch from Gil is a fastball that misses outside, and the count is 1-0. 26 pitches in the first inning for Gil, and 2 of them were deposited into the seats in the outfield. And there's a fastball at 95 that misses outside, and the count is 2-0. Gil is making his 5th start of the season, and we mentioned the 2 home runs allowed in the first inning were the first 2 extra base hits of the season he has allowed. Here's the pitch. It is a changeup swung on and fouled away, and the count is 2-1. So 2 balls and 1 strike to Jeffers. For Jeffers on the season, he is hitting 195. He's got some juice in the stick. There's the pitch from Gil. It misses outside. The count is 3-1. This is the most opportunity that Jeffers has had at the big league level. He made his major league debut last year. In the shortened season, he appeared in 26 games. This year, he has got 74 games under his belt. Today is going to be number 75, and there's a changeup swung on. It's popped up on the right side of the infield in foul territory. Moving over underneath it is Luke Voigt. He's going to make the catch in the coach's box. That is going to retire Jeffers for the first out of the inning, and that's going to bring up the shortstop, Andrelton Simmons. For Simmons on the season, he's hitting 225. He's got 3 homers and 29 runs batted in. He signed a 1-year free agent deal with the Twins before the start of the season. Simmons began his career. He was a second-round draft choice of the Atlanta Braves. He was picked out of Western Oklahoma State College. The native of Curacao watches the first pitch fastball zoom by for a called strike, and the count is 0-1. He has been known more for his bat more for his glove than he has been for his bat. There's a changeup taken for a called strike, and the count is 0-2. He began his big league career with the Atlanta Braves, and then he spent the last 5 seasons with the Los Angeles Angels. His first full year in Minnesota. There's a breaking ball that misses off the plate. The count is 1-2. Offensively, he's a career .265 hitter. And here's the pitch from Gil. It's a breaking ball. Swung on and missed, and Simmons has gone down on strikes for the second out of the inning. That's going to bring up the second baseman, Luis Arias. For Arias today, he got things going in the first inning. He singled and came around on the home run by Jorge Polanco. The core players for the Minnesota Twins, they're all in a pretty good age range. When you think of Arias, he's only 24 years old. And here comes the pitch from Gil. There's a fastball taken for a called strike, and the count is 0-1. You figure Buxton, who's an impending free agent, is only 27. Max Kepler also, and Miguel Sano below the age of 30. There's the pitch, and it's a breaking ball swung on. It's lifted into left field. Moving over toward the foul line is Joey Gallo. He's going to make the catch, and that is going to retire the Twins in their half of the second. So for the Twins, they had no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left the board. We are moving to the bottom of the second inning. It is the Minnesota Twins 4, the New York Yankees nothing. Stick around, everybody. We'll be back with the call in just a couple moments after this from our friend Matt.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Namaste. Hey, I hope you guys have been enjoying the game. My name is Hollis. I've got a YouTube channel called Another Hollis Build. I love baseball cards. I open up brand new product for you guys. I open up old stuff. I do breaks. I do auctions. All kinds of stuff concerning baseball. I'm Friars faithful, Padres to the end. I also love Garbage Pail Kids and my animals. I have a ton of animals. It's like a mini petting zoo here around my house. I also love my city, San Diego, baby. I'll take you all around the city and show you what's up. If you guys dig stuff like that, cruise on over and check it out. It's Another Hollis Build. If you dig it, subscribe. I'd really appreciate to have more follow me along on the journey. Hey, either way, you guys have a wonderful day or a beautiful, beautiful evening. No matter which one it is, make sure that you make it great, my friends. Big up Last Raps Baseball. Yeah, Freddie, let's go. One love and peace. Yeah, man.
Thanks again to Matt Hollis. Be sure to check out his channel after the game, Another Hollis Build. And Matt has got all kinds of entertaining stuff on his channel. And he has got his animals and he's got his love for the San Diego Padres, but we won't hold that against him. Be sure to check out Another Hollis Build once this game is complete. Coming up for the New York Yankees in their half of the second inning, it's going to be Joey Gallo, Luke Voit, and Gleyber Torres. That's going to be the 5, 6, and 7 hitters in the Yankee order. We'll get this one back underway. Sparse crowd at Yankee Stadium today, as this is a makeup date. The Twins are in town for a one-shot deal, as we mentioned last inning. They're heading back home to face the Cleveland Indians in a double dip tomorrow. The Yankees are on their way to Baltimore, and here comes Joey Gallo to the plate. And Gallo has had a struggle since coming into the Yankee pinstripes. He takes an 88-mile-an-hour fastball upstairs for ball one, and the count is 1-0. On the season, Gallo's hitting 196 with 32 homers and 70 RBIs. In the 40 games he's played with the Yankees, he's only hitting 137. He's got 7 homers and 15 RBIs. And here's the pitch from Farrell. It's a fastball that misses outside. The count is 2-0. Gallo is also 27 years old, who hits from the left side. And here comes the pitch. It is a breaking ball. It's taken for a called strike. The count is 2-1 to Gallo. Gallo is arbitration eligible at the end of this year. He's on a contract that pays him $6.2 million this year. His earliest free agency, and there's a breaking ball taken for a called strike, and the count is 2-2. His earliest he could test the free agent market is in 2023. The Twins definitely have him in shift mode. We have 3 fielders to the right side of the infield. The second baseman, Arias, is playing the rover position in right field. A fastball from Farrell misses upstairs, and the count is 3-2. So 3 balls and 2 strikes to Gallo. Farrell comes set at the belt. He kicks and delivers. There's a breaking ball, swung on and missed. Gallo goes down on strikes for the first out of the second inning. That's going to bring up the first baseman, Luke Voit. For Voit on the season, he's batting .254. He's got 9 homers and 32 runs batted in. The challenge for Voit is he's not been able to stay healthy. He had a very productive first season with the Yankees back in 2018 when he was acquired from the St. Louis Cardinals organization. There's a breaking ball that misses way up top. The count is 1-0. In 2019, he had 21 homers, and he followed up with 22 last season in a 60-game shortened season. This year, the injury bug has hit. He's only appeared in 61 games to this point. So here comes the pitch from Voit. It is a breaking ball, swung on and missed. The count is 1-1. Voit was originally drafted out of high school in the 32nd round by the Kansas City Royals. He chose to go to Missouri State University. There's a fastball that misses outside. The count is 2-1. He was reselected by the St. Louis Cardinals in the 2013 Major League Baseball draft, and he was taken in that 22nd round, so he improved himself by 10 rounds. There's a breaking ball that misses down, and the count is now 3-1. He lists Voit at 6'3", 255 pounds. He's a big fella. He's got very strong arms. He's got large forearms. He's got an open stance, and he's ready to go back to work here. And here's the pitch from Farrell. It's a breaking ball, swung on and missed. And the count now is full. One thing we notice about Luke Farrell is he's all over. He really doesn't have a solid delivery. He's falling off to his glove side. He's got all kinds of herky-jerky movements, and there's a breaking ball that misses down, and Voit is aboard with a base on balls here in the second inning. So obviously this now throws a wrench into the plans of manager Rocco Baldelli with the injury to John Gant in the first inning. Will they make this a complete bullpen day, or are they going to ride Luke Farrell for a little bit here? So this brings up the second baseman today, Gleyber Torres. Torres on the season is hitting .252. He's got 7 homers and 45 runs batted in, and he takes a fastball for a called strike. And the count is 0-1. Farrell gets the sign from his catcher, Jeffers. He works quickly. There's a breaking ball that's taken for a ball. The count is 1-1. Farrell checks the runner at first. He comes set at the belt. He kicks in, he delivers. There's a breaking ball that misses low, and the count is 2-1. Farrell again checks the runner at first base. He comes set at the belt. He kicks and delivers. There's a breaking ball that drops in for a called strike. The count is now 2-2. Farrell has not been efficient with his balls and strikes. He's thrown 20 pitches and only 9 so far for strikes. Here comes the 2-2 to Torres. It's a fastball swung on. It's grounded to short. Simmons fields it on one hop, over to second for one, back to first, and that is going to be an inning-ending double play. Goes down as a ground out, 6-4-3. As Voit is retired for the second out and Torres for the third. So for the Yankees in their half of the second inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left the board. We are going to the top of the third inning. It is the Minnesota Twins 4, and the New York Yankees nothing. Stick around, everybody. We'll be back in just a couple moments with the call. The top of the third inning after this from our friend Steve.
Hello, and we'll be right back to Last Reps Baseball after this brief message from me, Steve Rademacher. Thank you all for watching my channel and supporting me. Thank you all for supporting Freddie in Last Reps Baseball. He does an awesome job commentating. And to show you some more stuff that you could see on my channel, we have shiny Pokemon cards. We have Hall of Fame quarterbacks like Brett Favre. We have Bo Jackson playing baseball. That's right. That's his rookie card. Very nice. We even have gold. We have gold. We have wrestlers. That's Rowdy Piper. And yes, we even have Jason Stokes and many ways to destroy him. So now, thank you again. Back to your regular program with your host, Last Reps Baseball.
Welcome back, everybody. We are moving to the top of the third inning. The Minnesota Twins have a 4-0 lead over the New York Yankees. Two two-run homers in the top of the first inning have got the things going for the Twins here. And it is a game that is always difficult to play when you have a Sunday night game and then you've got to come back and play the next day after playing in front of a full house national TV audience. And the worst thing that can happen is to come out flat. That's exactly what's happened. The Yankees haven't done anything offensively, and the Twins have put up a 4-spot in the first inning. So Luis Gil goes back to work here, and the first pitch is a fastball swung on. This ball is absolutely smashed to left field, and this ball is going to get into the seats. And Byron Buxton has himself a leadoff home run here to start the third inning. The Minnesota Twins are padding their lead. It is now 5-0. So 5-0 for the Twins. The top of the third inning, and that's going to bring up the designated hitter, Jorge Polanco. That's Buxton's 14th homer of the year. He doesn't have a whole lot of RBIs to go with it. He's only got 24 runs batted in. Normally he hits at the top of the order, so he doesn't have a lot of guys to get on base to drive in. And there's a first pitch fastball to Jorge Polanco taken for a called strike, and the count is 0-1. Polanco today is 1 for 1. He hit one of the homers in the first inning of the 2-run variety. And here's the pitch from Gil. It is a fastball swung on and fouled away over on the first base side. The count is 0-2. This is the only game going on in the big leagues today. All the rest of the games are at 7 o'clock Eastern time or shortly thereafter starts. Here's the pitch from Gil. It's a breaking ball that is taken for a ball down low, and the count is 1-2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. Gil, working from the windup, goes back to the motion. He kicks and delivers, and there is a changeup swung on. It's grounded on 1 hop to the second baseman, Torres. He flips it over to first, and that's going to retire Polanco on a ground out, 4-3. That's out number 1, and that's going to bring up the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. For Donaldson today, he officially doesn't have an at-bat. He has a plate appearance where he walked his first time up, and he later came around to score on the home run by Miguel Sano. Bats .249 on the season with 22 homers and 62 runs batted in. And the first pitch is a changeup that misses down. And the count is 1-0. So 1 ball and no strikes. You would never know it, but the Yankees are in the wild card battle here. It's Tampa Bay is leading the American League East. There's a breaking ball swung on and missed. The count is 1-1. The Yankees have fallen out. They're 1 game behind the Red Sox and the Blue Jays for the wild card position. There's a changeup that misses upstairs, and the count is 2-1 to Donaldson. There's really 5 teams competing for the 2 wild card spots, or 5 teams that are left. And there is a changeup swung on. This ball is lifted into deep left field. Moving back onto the warning track is Gallo. He leaps. He makes the catch as he runs into the wall. And that is going to retire Donaldson for the second out of the inning. There's been no mystery here. The Minnesota Twins have found the offerings of Luis Gil to their likings. And there's no mystery at all with what he is delivering. They've been right on it. That was another hard hit ball by the Twins. That brings up the right fielder, Max Kepler. The first pitch from Gil is a fastball swung on. This ball has been drilled to straightaway center field. Making the catch is Gardner, but another ball hit on the screws here in the third inning. So for the Minnesota Twins in their half of the third, they had 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left the board. We're through 2.5. It's the Minnesota Twins 5. The New York Yankees, nothing. Stick around, everybody. We'll be back. Just a couple moments for the call. Bottom of the third inning. We're glad you have tuned in today. There's some of our Japanese Baseball Hall of Fame memories. Be sure to check that out. We were in Tokyo a couple of years ago and had an opportunity to visit the NPB Hall of Fame. Here you go, everybody. Welcome back, everybody. We are going to be moving to the bottom of the third inning. It is a 5-0 scoreline for the Minnesota Twins over the New York Yankees. Stick around. We'll be back after these tunes for all the action. Welcome back, everybody. We are moving to the bottom half of the third inning. It is going to be Tyler Wade, Kyle Higashioka, DJ LeMayo to get things going against the reliever, Luke Farrell. The starting pitcher, John Gant, was relieved in his half of the first inning as he left the game with an injury. And so Wade is going to come in to face Farrell here in the bottom half of the third inning. Farrell's working from the stretch with nobody on, and the first pitch is a breaking ball, swung on and missed by Wade, and the count is 0-1. Wade on the season is hitting .270. He's got no homers and 5 runs batted in. They have an exaggerated shift on for Wade here. They've got Arias in shallow right, and Simmons is just behind the bag at second base, and there is a fastball swung on. Popped up into shallow center field. Camping out underneath it is the center fielder Buxton. He's going to make the grab, and that is going to retire Wade for the first out of the inning. It's going to bring up the catcher, Higashioka. For Higashioka on the season, he's batting .178. He's got 10 homers and 24 runs batted in. That's from the right side against the right-hander Farrell. Even though it's a 5-0 scoreline for the Twins, is the type of game that there's a fastball swung on and lifted foul on the first base side. The firepower in the Yankee lineup, those runs can be chipped away at pretty quickly. So no balls and 1 strike to Higashioka. There is action in the Twins bullpen. And here's the pitch from Farrell. It's a breaking ball that misses down and away, and the count is now 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike. It's Caleb Thielbar that is up and getting work done in the bullpen, and I'm sure that Baldelli is going to try to ride Farrell as long as he can, and there's a breaking ball swung on and fouled away, and the count is 1-2. Saw the Giants a couple times over the last couple of weeks. San Francisco uses their bullpen. They do a bullpen day. Sometimes they'll use 8 or 9 pitchers throughout the entire event. Sometimes some guys will come in for 2-3 innings. And sometimes there will be guys come in for just 3 batters. There's a breaking ball swung on and missed, and Higashioka is retired on strikes. The second out of the inning, and that's going to leave it all up to the leadoff hitter, DJ LeMayo. LeMayo today is 0 for 1. He grounded out to third his first time up. He is hitting in the leadoff spot today. His average is at .271 on the season. He's got 9 homers and 54 runs batted in. Farrell gets the sign from his catcher, Jeffers. He kicks and delivers. There's a 90-mile-an-hour fastball. This is off the outside corner. The count is 1-0. Farrell, who started by throwing 9 out of his first 20 pitches for strikes. There's a fastball that catches the outside corner. The count's 1-1. Has now tightened it up a little bit more. He is now 16 strikes in 29 pitches. But he's still not filling up the zone with strikes. Here's the pitch. It is a changeup that misses down and in. The count is 2-1. His stat line certainly looks better than his pitching line. He's been very fortunate. Not being able to get ahead in the count can live dangerously for pitchers. There's a breaking ball that misses low, and it's now 3-1 to LeMahieu. The help of a double play in the last inning was able to erase Luke Voigt. 2 out walks will drive managers crazy, and there's 2 outs right now with a 3-1 count to LeMahieu. And Lamario Owens is in the house again today. There's a breaking ball taken for a called strike, and the count is 3-2. Lamario, thanks for joining us today. He's a New York Yankee fan. We can talk Yankee baseball today, certainly with him. Down 5-0 to the Twins early on. The Yankees are lifeless today so far. There's a breaking ball swung on, and it's tapped foul over on the third base side. Donaldson picks it up and flips it into the stands, and the count remains at 3-2. So 3 balls and 2 strikes. This Yankee team here is, there's a breaking ball swung on, and it's lifted into deep right field. Moving back on the track is Kepler. He's going to make the catch. That's going to retire LeMahieu. I was just about to say this Yankee team here is in a battle for their playoff lives, but you would never know it so far through the first 3 innings. There was no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left the board. Or through 3 complete in the Bronx, it is the New York Yankees trailing the Minnesota Twins 5-0. Stick around, everybody. We'll be back with the call of the middle frames in just a couple moments. We're glad you could pop in and check it out. Here's another one of our Japanese Baseball Hall of Fame memories from Tokyo. We'll be right back after these tunes, everybody. It's the Minnesota Twins 5, the New York Yankees nothing. We're moving to the top of the 4th inning. We're glad you can stop in and check it out. We'll be right back with all the action in just a moment. Welcome back, everybody. We are moving to the top of the 4th inning. It is going to be Miguel Sano, Rob Refsnyder, and Ryan Jeffers to get things going for the Twins. That is the 6, 7, and 8 hitters in the batting order. And they'll be facing the right-hander Luis Gil. Gil today has been roughed up and touched up for 3 home runs. He is on the season allowed the first time he has allowed an extra base hit. He's allowed 3 of them, and they've all left the yard. The other storyline so far today is that the starter, John Gant, has been replaced. There's a first pitch breaking ball to Sano that misses outside, and the count's 1-0. He's been replaced by Luke Farrell as he left the game because of injury after facing only 3 hitters. And there is a breaking ball take it for a ball. They appeal down to the first base umpire, and they said he went, and the count is 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike. So Mike Eastabrook going up with the right hand, saying that Sano went. So here comes the pitch to Heel. It's a breaking ball that misses down, and the count is 2-1. 2 balls and 1 strike to Sano. The Yankees outfield is pretty much straight away. The infield is playing Sano to pull on the infield side. And there is a changeup swung on, and that's grounded foul. And the count now goes to 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. It's a beautiful day for baseball in New York. It was 83 degrees at game time. Here comes Heel back into the action. There's a breaking ball that misses outside. The count now goes to 3-2 to Sano. Expect this to be pretty much the high of the day. It's going to be about 85 degrees. And there's a breaking ball swung on and missed. And Sano is retired for the first time today on strikes. He is out number 1 here in the 4th inning, and that's going to bring up the left fielder, Rob Refsnyder. There is humidity in the area, and I say it feels like it's about 88 degrees. So good day for the pitchers in their arms. There's a fastball at 98 miles an hour that just misses low, and the count is 1-0 to Refsnyder. Refsnyder today is 0 for 1. He struck out his first time up. Heel goes into the motion. He kicks and delivers. There's a breaking ball taken for a called strike, and the count is 1-1. This is the first time I've had a chance to see Heel pitch live, and a fastball swung on and fouled away, and the count is 1-2. And I like the velocity that he has. I'm not sure that I like the movement on his pitches. He doesn't have a lot of run on his fastball or cut or tilt, and his breaking ball is not as aggressive as some of others that we've seen. There's a fastball that misses up and away, and the count is 2-2. I think of Kevin Gausman, who pitches for the Giants the other day. Watching his stuff is electric. He's got a lot of great movement on his pitches. There's a fastball that misses up and away, and the count's now 3-2 to Refsnyder. That's not something I would say about Heel in his motion and his delivery. There's not a lot of late life on the pitches. So that being said, you've got to make sure you hit your spots, and there is a breaking ball swung on and missed. And Refsnyder's been retired for the 2nd time today via the strikeout. So there's 2 up and 2 away, and that's going to bring up the catcher, Ryan Jeffers. But that might be just something today that we're watching. Sometimes you'll see guys that maybe they don't have their best. And certainly the pitches that he's delivered, the Polanco that he left over the plate, was absolutely rocketed into the seats. Would have been one of those examples. There's a fastball that misses outside, and the count is 1-0 to Jeffers. Jeffers today is 0 for 1. He popped to the first baseman Voit his last time up. And there's a fastball that's swung on and fouled away, and the count is 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike. He gets the ball back, and he's ready to go back to work. He gets the sign from his catcher, Higashioka, and there's a fastball swung on and missed. And the count is now 1-2. We'll say to this point, the game has had pretty decent pace to it. We're almost an hour into the ball game, and we're just about done the top of the 4th inning. And here comes the 1-2. It's a fastball taken for a called 3rd strike. And Jeffers has gone down looking for the 3rd out of the inning. So for Heel, he strikes out the side here in the top of the 4th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left the board. We're One at the bottom of the fourth inning. It is the Minnesota Twins 5, the New York Yankees nothing. Stick around, everybody. We'll be back in just a couple moments with the call of the bottom of the fourth inning. Here's our friend Matt again.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Namaste. Hey, I hope you guys have been enjoying the game. My name is Hollis. I've got a YouTube channel called Another Hollis Build. I love baseball cards. I open up brand new product for you guys. I open up old stuff. I do breaks. I do auctions. All kinds of stuff concerning baseball. I'm Friars faithful, Padres to the end. I also love Garbage Pail Kids and my animals. I have a ton of animals. It's like a mini petting zoo here around my house. I also love my city. San Diego, baby. I take you all around the city and show you what's up. If you guys dig stuff like that, cruise on over and check it out. It's Another Hollis Build. If you dig it, subscribe. I'd really appreciate to have more follow me along on the journey. Hey, either way, you guys have a wonderful day or a beautiful, beautiful evening. No matter which one it is, make sure that you make it great, my friends. Big up Last Raps Baseball. Yeah, Freddie, let's go. One love and peace. Yeah, man.
That's right, everybody. Be sure to check out Matt Hollis, Another Hollis Build, after the stream today. He has got all kinds of great and crazy stuff. He claims to have the largest Fernando Tatis collection on display at his place. And that's Another Hollis Build. Be sure to check him out after the game. We'll be back after these tunes for the call at the bottom of the fourth inning. We'll be right back, everybody. Welcome back, everybody. We're going to the bottom of the fourth inning. It is going to be the 2, 3, and 4 hitters in the Yankee batting order. They're going to be facing a relief pitcher. It's going to be Caleb Thielbar coming in. 51 games this season. He's got a 6-0 record with a 3.72 ERA. He's got 72 strikeouts and 18 walks. The lefty is taking over for Luke Farrell. As Farrell came in as a injury replacement for John Gant. So now they're seeing a left-hander for the first time. So Thielbar comes in ready to go. And the first pitch is a breaking ball taken for a called strike, and the count is 0-1 to Gardner. Gardner is 0 for 1 today. He grounded to the shortstop his first time up. And here's the pitch. It is a breaking ball that's taken for a called strike, and it's quickly 0-2 to Gardner. So no balls and 2 strikes. Thielbar holds the ball at the belt. He kicks and delivers. There's a breaking ball again that misses outside. The count is 1-2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. And here's the 1-2 pitch. It is again a breaking ball swung on, and it's lifted foul over on the third base side. Thielbar originally was a draft choice of the Milwaukee Brewers. He was an 18th round pick out of South Dakota State back in 2009. He is a South Dakota native, and here's the pitch. It is a breaking ball swung on. It's tapped slowly to Josh Donaldson, who fires over to first. Donaldson, as they had the shift, it was probably more along the lines of where the shortstop would be. He was sort of playing in the 6 hole. He had to move range to his left. He fielded the ball, and he fired over to first to be able to get the batter runner Gardner. So that's going to go down as a ground out 5-3 for out number 1. Simmons was to the right of second base, not too far, but just shading slightly to the right. So that's going to bring up Aaron Judge, and the first pitch to Judge is a fastball swung on that is lifted into center field. Moving over to his left is Byron Buxton, and on one pitch, Aaron Judge has been retired, second out of the inning. So 2 up and 2 away here in the 4th inning, and that's going to leave it up to the designated hitter, Giancarlo Stanton. For Stanton today, he bounced into a fielder's choice his first time up to end the 1st inning. So he is 0 for 1. So Thielbar ready to go back to work. He kicks and delivers. There's a fastball swung on and fouled away. Then the count's a 1-1 to Giancarlo Stanton. Five nothing. The Minnesota Twins have the lead in the bottom of the 4th inning here in New York. This is a makeup game and a 1 game only, and there's a breaking ball swung on and missed, and the count is 0-2 to Stanton. As we mentioned earlier, both of these teams head out of New York today. The Twins head home for a doubleheader against the Cleveland Indians tomorrow. And the New York Yankees are on their way to Baltimore for a series with the Orioles. And here comes the 0-1 pitch, and it's a fastball the 0-2 pitch, and the fastball misses outside. The count is now 1-2. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Stanton. Joey Gallo is waiting his turn on deck should Stanton keep the inning alive. And here's the pitch. It is a breaking ball swung on. This ball is lifted into left center field. Moving over to his right is Byron Buxton. He's going to make the catch. And that is going to retire the side. 1-2-3 for the Yankees here in their half of the 4th inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left the board. We are through 4 complete in the Bronx. It is the Minnesota Twins 5, the New York Yankees nothing. Stick around, everybody. We'll be back with the call on top of the 5th inning in just a couple moments. We're glad you could stop in and listen to our live stream today. Here's our friend Steve again.
Hello, and we'll be right back to Last Raps Baseball after this brief message from me, Steve Rademacher. Thank you all for watching my channel and supporting me. Thank you all for supporting Freddie and Last Raps Baseball. He does an awesome job commentating. And to show you some more stuff that you could see on my channel, we have shiny Pokemon cards. We have Hall of Fame quarterbacks like Brett Favre. We have Bo Jackson playing baseball. That's right. That's his rookie card. Very nice. We even have gold. We have gold. We have wrestlers. That's Rowdy Piper. And yes, we even have Jason Stokes and many ways to destroy him. So now, thank you again. Back to your regular program with your host, Last Raps Baseball.
Thanks again, Steve. Whether it's Money Monday, Takeover Tuesday, No Filter Friday, or the Sunday, Steve has always got something entertaining on his channel. Be sure to check him out, whether you're listening live or on delay here. After our game is complete, that is Steve Rademacher. We'll be back in just a moment, everybody, after these tunes. Welcome back, everybody, and it is the 9-1-2 hitters in the batting order for the Minnesota Twins here in their top half of the 5th inning. It'll be Simmons, Arias, and Buxton, and Andrelton Simmons has taken the first 2 pitches from the starter Luis Gil for balls. One was outside and the other was spiked in the dirt. So 2 balls and no strikes. And there is a 94-mile-an-hour fastball that misses upstairs. The count is 3-0. For Gil, through 4 innings, he's thrown 63 pitches. He goes into the motion, he kicks and delivers. There's a fastball taken for a called strike. The count is now 3-1. Simmons sure doesn't look like he is a man who wants to swing the bat. He was looking to start his way down to first base, and he takes another pitch for a called strike, a breaking ball that buckles him at the knees, and the count is now 3-2. 3 balls and 2 strikes. He'll gets the sign from his catcher Higiyoshi. He goes back to work. And there is a breaking ball swung on and missed. That is going to retire Simmons for the second time today via strikeouts. That's 4 strikeouts in a row now by Heel. That will be his 7th of the ball game. He's pretty much settled down since the first inning, allowing those 2 2-run homers. He's only allowed 1 hit since then, and it was a Byron Buxton homer in the 3rd inning. He's now retired 7 Twins hitters in a row, and there is a breaking ball taken for a called strike. Count is 0-1 to Luis Arraez. Arraez today is 1 for 2. He singled and scored a run, and he's flown out to left. He swings at a fastball, and that's lifted foul on the third base side. There is action in the Twins bullpen. It is Kyle Barraclough who is getting underway or getting his warm-up tosses in. So Heel rocks into the motion. He kicks and delivers, and there is a fastball swung on. It's grounded up the middle. It's fielded by Wade. He throws to first, and that is going to retire Arraez. It goes down as a ground out, 6-3 for the second out of the inning. So 2 up and 2 away, and that's going to bring up the center fielder, Byron Buxton. Buxton today is 1 for 2. He homered in the 3rd, and he flew up to left in the 1st. He's knocked in 1 run as well. He's got his average up to 299 on the season. That homer was his 14th of the campaign. So Heel gets the sign from his catcher. He goes back to work, and there is a breaking ball swung on and missed, and the count is 0-1. So no balls and 1 strike. Heel gets the sign from his catcher, Higashioka. He goes back to work, and he delivers a fastball that misses off the outside corner, and the count is 1-1. Young right-hander goes into the motion. He kicks and delivers. There's a breaking ball down, and the count is 2-1 to Buxton. It's a light day in the big leagues and for scheduled games. This is the only game here this afternoon. There's a breaking ball swung on, and that's tapped foul over on the third base side. All the rest of the games today are later starts. He rocks into the motion. He kicks and delivers. There is a breaking ball swung on. It's hammered, and it's going to get by the diving DJ LeMahieu at third base. That's going to be a base hit for Buxton as he's aboard with 2 outs here in the 5th. It's going to bring up the designated hitter, Jorge Polanco. Other games of him around the big leagues tonight. The Tampa Bay Rays are in Toronto to play the Blue Jays. They limp in after dropping 2 out of 3 to the Detroit Tigers. It'll be Colin McHugh against Alek Manoah. Blue Jays are holding one of the wild card spots right now. Comes the pitch from Heel. It's the first pitch swung on. It's lifted into left field. Moving over underneath it is Gallo. He's going to make the catch, and that is going to do it for the Twins in their half of the 5th inning. So for the Twins, they had no runs. There was 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left aboard. We're moving to the bottom of the 5th inning. It is the Minnesota Twins 5, the New York Yankees nothing. Stick around, everybody. We'll be back in just a moment. The call at the bottom of the 5th inning. We're glad you could pop in today.
Well, you've got to have an ace in the hole, a little secret that nobody knows. Life is a gamble, a game we all play, but you've got to save something for a rainy day. You've got to learn to play your cards right if you expect to win in life. Don't put it all on the line for just one roll. You've got to have an ace in the hole.
That's our friend Matt Hollis. Be sure to check out another Hollis build after the game. He is the San Diego Padre native who likes his Friars, and he's got the biggest Tatis collection around. Stay tuned, everybody. We'll be back in just a moment with the call at the bottom of the fifth inning. Welcome back, everybody. We are moving to the bottom half of the fifth inning. It is going to be Joey Gallo coming up to the plate, and he is going to be facing Caleb Thielbar, who is beginning his second inning of work. And the first pitch is a fastball swung on. It's bunted over to the first base side, and Thielbar is not going to be able to make the play, and Joey Gallo is going to get himself a bunt base hit get things going here in the bottom of the fifth inning for the New York Yankees. I would not have expected that. He bunted that into no man's land. Miguel Sano, he had no chance to get it. Thielbar was falling off to his glove side, and there was no chance at all to be able to get the runner Gallo at first base. Thielbar actually did make a decent play at it. He tried to glove flip it over, and that is going to do it for Thielbar as they're going to come out and make a pitching change. So left-hander facing a left-hander to get the job done, and he couldn't do it, and that's going to bring in Kyle Barraclough out of the bullpen. So we'll be back in just a couple moments, everybody, with the call of the bottom of the fifth inning after we get all the details and this pitching change complete. Stay tuned, everybody. 5-0 for the Twins over the Yankees. We are in the bottom of the fifth inning.
Would you like to support Last Drafts Baseball? We would appreciate it if you did. Be sure to check out our eBay page where we have baseball merchandise. We also have stuff from the Japanese League for those who listen from Japan, but we also do other sports like football and basketball as well. Don't forget, visit Last Drafts Baseball's eBay store to help support the channel. We'll be glad you did.
Welcome back, everybody. We have a pitching change. It's going to be Kyle Barraclough coming in for the Twins. He is going to be the fourth pitcher used today by Minnesota. Originally, John Gant started the game, but he left because of injury. And then Luke Farrell came on in relief, then Caleb Thielbar, and now it is Kyle Barraclough. And so on the season, he was originally drafted out of high school in the 40th round, actually out of the third. He was drafted in his third year out of college in the 40th round by the Minnesota Twins. He ended up going back to college, and he was drafted in the 7th round the following year in 2012 by the St. Louis Cardinals in the 7th round. At the big league level, he has appeared with the Marlins, the Nationals, the Giants, and here with the Minnesota Twins. This is his fourth appearance on the year. He's got no wins or losses. He has an ERA of 10.80. So he's going to face Luke Voigt here. And the first pitch is a breaking ball swung on and missed, and the count is 0-1. In 3 1/3 innings work, he's allowed 4 hits, 4 runs, all earned. He's allowed a couple of homers, 2 walks, and 4 strikeouts. So Barraclough ready to go to work. He holds at the belt. He kicks and delivers. There's a fastball taken for a called strike. The count is 0-2. Luke Voigt today officially does not have an at-bat. He does have a plate appearance. He walked his first time up. So here comes the 0-2 pitch to Voigt. Barraclough kicks and delivers. There's a breaking ball swung on. It's grounded to Donaldson at third. He fires over to second for 1, back to first, and that is a double play. So just like that, the base runner Gallo is erased. That goes down as a 5-4-3 double play. That's going to leave it up to the second baseman, Gleyber Torres. That bunt hit by Gallo was the first hit of the ball game that the Yankees had. They hadn't had a hit all day. And here in the 5th inning, he was able to push one past the pitcher. And of course, they ground into the 5-4-3 double play. It's the second time today the Twins have got 2 for the price of 1, and there's a first pitch breaking ball to Torres, and it's taken for a called strike, and the count is 0-1. So Gleyber Torres was the other hitter who bounced into a double play, and he did that his first time up. There's a fastball swung on it, is lifted into center field. Moving over is Buxton. He's going to make the catch, and that is going to retire the Yankees here in their half of the 5th inning. So no runs, no hits. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left the board. And now through 5 complete in New York, it is the Minnesota Twins 5, the New York Yankees nothing. Stick around, everybody. We'll be back. Top of the 6th inning. In just a moment, we're glad you could tune in with us this afternoon. Here's our friend Steve again.
Hey guys, and thank you, Freddie. Steve coming back at you. That's right, Steve Rademacher. I would like to thank each and every one of you that is tuned into my channel. And today, let's do a little shout out for some other great channels you should be watching. There is WVogs 18. There's Big D's Sports and Collectibles. You all know another Hollis build. Why not Like Father, Like Son? That's a great duo that does some great stuff. It shows some great cards. And of course, the one and only Bud Stoney, creators of One of Ones, the creator of One of Ones, and they're all signed on the back. Bud Stoney, One of One, like this beautiful Robin Yount that he made for me. He made me another Robin Yount, this time mini, and a Christian Yelich mini. Great cards, and he does more than cards. We have darts of Hulk Hogan and many other things. So give them a look-see and give me another look-see. Subscribers are always welcome, and back to Freddie.
Thanks again, Steve, a supporter of our channel. Be sure to check out his after the stream, whether it's Money Money Monday, Takeover Tuesday, No Filter Friday, or the Saturday morning cartoons. He's always got something for all ages. That is Steve Rademacher. We're moving here to the top of the 6th inning. It is going to be the heart of the Minnesota Twin batting order coming up. It'll be Josh Donaldson, Max Kepler, and Miguel Sano. And it is a 5-0 Twin lead. They have done all the damage with the long ball today. The 2-run homer by Jorge Polanco got things started in the 1st inning. That was followed by a 2-run homer by Miguel Sano. And then Byron Buxton added 1 in the 3rd, and that is where we stand right now. So the first pitch to Josh Donaldson is a breaking ball taken for a called strike, and the count is 0-1. Donaldson today is 0 for 1. He walked and scored a run his first time up, and he's flown out to left. There's a fastball that misses outside, and the count is now 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike to Donaldson. It'll be Donaldson, Kepler, and Sano. And so there's the fastball that swung on and lifted foul over on the first base side. The count is 1-2. Donaldson has been very active at third base today. There's been a lot of action for him. He's also had to shift around and play almost in a shortstop type position. He's had a number of plays today, and he's looked comfortable in each of the situations. And here comes the pitch. It is a breaking ball swung on and tap foul over on the third base side, and the count remains at 1-2. Heel is up to 82 pitches. One would think this may be his last inning of work before they turn it over to the bullpen. There's a changeup that misses upstairs, and the count is 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes to Donaldson. The Twins are pretty much playing out the string right now, as there's not a whole lot to play for. They don't have a chance really to get into the playoff picture. There's a fastball swung on and fouled away. It's really a 4-horse race for the wild card at this point. The Yankees, Oakland, Seattle, Boston, and Toronto are all battling it out. The Yankees are 1 game back of the Red Sox and the Blue Jays. There's a changeup swung on. It's grounded to short. It's backhanded by Wade. He fires to first. That's going to retire Donaldson. That's going to go down as a ground out, 6-3 for out number 1. That's going to bring up the right fielder, Max Kepler. The Blue Jays are in action tonight. I mentioned they're hosting the Tampa Bay Rays. The other games of importance, the Boston Red Sox go up to the West Coast to play the Seattle Mariners. That'll be a big series as both teams are battling for the wild card. And it's going to be Eduardo Rodriguez going against Logan Gilbert tonight for the Mariners. So Heel goes back to work. He delivers a fastball upstairs to Kepler, and the count is 1-0. Ball and no strikes. The Oakland Athletics have the night off tonight, and there is a fastball swung on. This ball is grounded through the 4-hole past the outstretched arms of the second baseman Gleyber Torres, and Kepler is aboard with a 1-out single. That's going to bring up the first baseman, Miguel Sano. So Kepler was able to turn on that pitch and take it in the right field, and now that brings Sano to the plate. Sano today is 1 for 2. He homered and knocked in 2 runs in that first inning, and then he struck out in the 4th. Right-hander against the right-hander, and Heel delivers. It's a breaking ball that's taken for a called strike. And the count is quickly 0-1. Heel gets the sign from his catcher, Higashioka. He checks the runner at first. He comes set at the belt, and he kicks and delivers. There's a fastball that just misses off the outside corner, and the count is 1-1. Pitch looked pretty good. The home plate umpire for today's ball game is Jeff Nelson. He's really done a pretty good job with the balls and strikes. There's a breaking ball swung on. It's lifted in right field. Moving over toward the line is Aaron Judge, and he's not going to have room. It's going to get into the stands. And Judge was racing all the way over there. He had a shot at it. He had to go in and battle one of the Yankee fans to get it. Jeez. Surprised that guy didn't get a piece of pizza or something thrown at him. It was a nice catch, but you got to let the home player be able to do his thing. I'm not sure Judge would have got it anyway, but when the home team is stealing balls from you, jeez. Or the home team fan is making plays. So that's 1-2 now to Sano, and here comes the pitch. It's a fastball upstairs. The count is 2-2. I mean, if it's the visiting team, yeah, let's go after it and let's try to make the catch because that ball's in the stands. It's everybody's right. But the home team, especially in New York fans need to know better than that. And that's Not saying that Judge would have made the play anyways, but he needs that opportunity. So it's 2 balls and 2 strikes to Sano, and Heel flips it over to first, and diving back in time is Kepler. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. Kepler establishes his lead at first. Sano gets himself dug in at the plate. Ready to go back to work here. Sano's got the 1 glove variety. And there's a changeup swung on. It's going to be grounded through the 6 hole into left field. That is going to be a base hit. That's the 2nd time today Sano's got a hit, and there's runners on first and second. That's going to bring up Rob Refsnyder. So Refsnyder comes to bat. He is 0 for 2 today. He's struck out both his times to the plate. Sano is the runner at first. The runner at second is Kepler. Refsnyder adjusting his batting gloves before he comes to the dish. I think I'll say about Miguel Sano, he looks like he's lost quite a bit of weight. At one point in time, he was upwards going towards 300 pounds. He looks like he's trimmed down a little bit. So Refsnyder bats from the right side. He's facing the right-hander Heel. There is a pitch. It is a breaking ball that misses down the way. The count is 1-0. Sano's got 1 more year left on his contract. And in 2023, there is a team option. So here comes the pitch from Heel. It is a changeup, swung on and missed, and the count is 1-1. Just a couple other thoughts on Miguel Sano. He's not really lived up to the hype or big-time potential that he was brought in from the Dominican Republic with. It was a fastball taken for a called strike by Refsnyder, and the count is 1-2. He's had some difficulty staying healthy. He's a lifetime 236 hitter. He's never hit more than 264, or check that, 269 in a partial season, but 264 with regular at-bats. He's never played more than 116 games. Well, today is 117 for Sano. This is the most he's ever played in his big league career. So here comes the 1-2 to Refsnyder, and it's a fastball that misses outside. The count is 2-2. So there's 1 away here in the top of the 6th inning, and the Twins have something going again. Looking to add to their 5-0 lead against the Bronx Bombers from New York. Here comes the pitch. It is a fastball taken for a called 3rd strike. That is the 3rd time today Refsnyder has gone down on strikes, the 1st time looking. That's going to leave it all up to the catcher, Ryan Jeffers. For Jeffers today, he is 0 for 2. He's popped out to the first baseman, and he struck out looking his last time up. He's 0 for 2 today. So 2 on and 2 out, and here comes the first pitch to Jeffers. Heel kicks and delivers. It's a 96-mile-an-hour fastball, swung on and missed. And the count is 0-1. It's the 98th pitch of the ball game for Heel. There is action in the Yankee bullpen, and we would anticipate that this will be the last inning of work. Maybe the possibly even 1 more hitter after this. And there is a 97-mile-an-hour heater that's swung on and missed, and the count is 0-2. Jeffers just can't catch up to the high heat. So no balls and 2 strikes. Heel comes set at the belt. He kicks and delivers. There's a fastball that's down in the dirt. The count is 1-2. I have to say, I'm not a big fan of the way that Higashioka tries to stop that pitch. It was a fastball down, and he backhanded the ball in the dirt. If that ball would have scooted by, the runners would have had advanced. You're living dangerously when you're backhanding balls in the dirt. So here comes the 1-2 pitch. Heel kicks and delivers. There's a fastball that misses upstairs, and the count is now 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. Heel gets the sign from his catcher, Higashioka, and he's ready to go back to work. He comes set at the belt. He kicks and he delivers, and there is a breaking ball swung on. It's lifted into center field. Moving to his right is Gardner. He's going to make the catch, and that is going to do it for the Twins in their half of the 6th inning. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 runners left aboard. Moving to the bottom of the 6th inning in New York, it is the Minnesota Twins 5, the New York Yankees nothing. Stick around, everybody. We'll be back in just a couple minutes with the call of the bottom of the 6th inning. We're glad you're with us. Here's our friend Matt again.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Namaste. Hey, I hope you guys have been enjoying the game. My name is Hollis. I've got a YouTube channel called Another Hollis Build. I love baseball cards. I open up brand new product for you guys. I open up old stuff. I do breaks. I do auctions. All kinds of stuff concerning baseball. I'm Friars faithful, Padres to the end. I also love Garbage Pail Kids and my animals. I have a ton of animals. It's like a mini petting zoo here around my house. I also love my city. San Diego, baby. I'll take you all around the city and show you what's up. If you guys dig stuff like that, cruise on over and check it out. It's Another Hollis Build. If you dig it, subscribe. I'd really appreciate to have more follow me along on the journey. Hey, either way, you guys have a wonderful day or a beautiful, beautiful evening. No matter which one it is, make sure that you make it great, my friends. Big up Last Raps Baseball. Yeah, Freddie, let's go. One love and peace. Yeah, man.
Once again, that's Matt Hollis and Another Hollis Build, a supporter of our channel, and in turn, we support him. Be sure to check out his channel after the game. We'll be back in just a couple moments with the call of the bottom of the 6th inning. We're glad you're with us. Welcome back, everybody. It is turned into a bullpen day for the Minnesota Twins. John Gant began the game and left with an injury after facing 3 hitters. Luke Farrell came in relief. Caleb Thielbar and Kyle Barraclough have come in, and Barraclough in his first inning work threw 5 pitches, all for strikes. Now we're ready to go back to work, and the first pitch is a fastball that misses outside to the left-handed hitting Tyler Wade. It'll be Wade, Higashioka, and LeMahieu for the Yankees here in their half of the 6th inning. So 1 ball and no strikes to Wade. There's a fastball that misses outside. The count is now 2-0. For Wade today, he is 0 for 1. He flew out to center field his only time up. He bats from the left side, and the Twins are in a shift in the infield. Comes the pitch to Wade. It's a fastball that misses outside, and the count is now 3-0. Since August 27th, the Minnesota Twins have had the best bullpen in terms of ERA in all of baseball. Their bullpen has been down at a ERA of below 1.5. There is a fastball that misses outside, and Tyler Wade is aboard with a leadoff walk here in the 6th inning. It's going to bring up the catcher, Kyle Higashioka. Higashioka today is 0 for 1. He struck out back in the 3rd inning. He bats from the right side against the right-handed slants of Barraclough. So Wade aboard with a leadoff walk here to begin the bottom of the 6th inning. Yankees are trailing 5-0 to the Twins. Barraclough kicks and delivers. There's a fastball taken for a called strike, and the count is 0-1. Yankees today have been pretty quiet on the base paths. They've only got 1 hit. They've also had 2 walks, but 2 twin double plays have been able to keep the Yankees hitters in check here. And there's a breaking ball taken for a called strike. And the count is now 0-2. Fans in the American League will be scoreboard watching over the next 2.5 weeks as this season is rapidly coming to a close. They are in a dogfight for a playoff position. If they lose today, they'll fall a game and a half back, pending the outcome of tonight's games. There's more action in the Twins bullpen. They have a right-hander up and throwing, and here comes the 0-2 pitch to Higashioka. It's a breaking ball that misses low and away. And the count is now 1-2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. Barraclough gets the sign from his catcher. He comes set at the chest. He kicks in, he delivers. There's a breaking ball that misses low and away, and the count is now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Higashioka hitting in the 9 spot today. It's himself dug in at the plate. Looking to set the table for the top of the order. Now he asks for time and steps out of the box. And we're going to do the 2-2 pitch all over again. So here comes the 2-2 pitch. Barraclough kicks and delivers. It's a breaking ball that misses way outside. The count is 3-2. We'll say this, unlike Heel, the break on Barraclough's breaking ball is significant. That ball ended up in the left-handed batter's box, almost on the outside of the left-handed batter's box. And Tyler Wade on the pitch has taken second base. He has stolen second. He stole that one right on the pitcher. So here comes the 3-2 pitch. He kicks and delivers. There's a fastball swung on and fouled away behind home plate. That keeps the count at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Well, Wade stealing second has taken the possibility of a double play out of the way. He had an absolutely huge jump on the pitcher. So here comes the 3-2 pitch. Barraclough holds at the belt. He kicks and delivers. There's a fastball swung on. It is lifted into right field. Moving over toward the foul line is Max Kepler. He's going to make the grab. Tagging at second is Wade. He's going to advance over to third. That is going to be a fly ball to right field for sacrifice fly to right field for out number 1. It's going to bring up the top of the order, DJ LeMahieu. LeMahieu today is 0 for 2. He's grounded to third, and he's flown out to right in his 2 trips to the plate. Fairclough ready to go back to work. Gets the sign from his catcher, Jeffers. Holds at the belt. He kicks and delivers. There's a fastball swung on, and it's lifted foul on the first base line. And the count is 0-1. So no balls and 1 strike. Yankees today have only had 1 hit in the ball game, and that was the bunt base hit by Joey Gallo in the 5th inning. They have drawn themselves 3 walks. And there's a ball swung on. This ball is driven deep into right field. Moving back on the ball is Kepler. He's going to leap. He's going to make the catch, and he's going to slam into the wall. And that is going to retire LeMahieu. LeMahieu hit that ball right on the screws, right into right center field, right into the W.B. Mason sign in Bank of America. Kepler makes the grab. And that is going to be a sac fly. It's going to be an RBI for LeMahieu as Wade tags from third and scores. So the Yankees are on the board here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Great play by Kepler in right field. 2 plays, back-to-back plays. He's been able to make the grab, and that's going to bring up the center fielder, Brett Gardner. And the first pitch to Gardner is a breaking ball taken for a called strike, and the count is 0-1. Gardner today is 0 for 2. He's grounded to short and grounded to third. That's 2 times up. Fairclough holds at the belt. He kicks and delivers. There is a changeup swung on and fouled away, and the count is 0-2. So no balls and 2 strikes. This game has had pretty good pace to it. It's slowed down a little bit here. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning with a 5-1 scoreline now, and there's a breaking ball that the umpire says was foul tipped. It was dropped by the catcher. I don't know what's going on there. I don't think he hit. I don't think he even came close to touching it. I want to see that one again. I don't know if we're going to get that one on the replay or not. Everybody's going to get ready to go back to the action here. But it certainly popped out of the catcher's mitt, so we'll do the 0-2 again. See, fastball that misses outside, and the count is now 1-2 to Gardner. That was pretty weird. Home plate umpire Jeff Nelson's had a pretty good game behind the plate today. I only say that really only 1 pitch that would be worth talking about, but that's not really worth talking about. And there's a breaking ball swung on. This ball is hit into right center field. That ball's going to get down. Kepler fields it. He almost collides with Buxton. Digging for 2 is Gardner, and Gardner is going to slide headfirst safely into second base with a double here in the 6th inning. It was a bizarre play in the outfield. Buxton had to go hard to his left. He had to come a long way as he was playing the hitter to be more to the opposite side. As Kepler came to pick it up, Buxton almost ran into Kepler. And to be fair, I think that probably would have been Kepler's ball because Kepler was moving in the direction where he could field the ball and throw the base, whereas Buxton would have been fielding the ball and moving away from second base. Easier play for the right fielder. But that's going to do it for the pitcher, Kyle Barraclough. Rocco Baldelli has seen enough. They're going to the bullpen. We are going to get ourselves a pitching change. So we're going to take a moment here to have a little timeout. We'll be back in just a moment. We appreciate everybody being here.
Are you into digital cards? Last Wraps Baseball has you covered as we do daily Top Bunt Digital 21 card breaks. This new wave of collecting allows baseball fans to collect digital cards and compete against each other for prizes. Check out our daily breaks and send us a trade to Last Wraps. Be sure to tell your friends. Would you like to support Last Drafts Baseball? We would appreciate it if you did. Be sure to check out our eBay page where we have baseball merchandise. We also have stuff from the Japanese League for those who listen from Japan, but we also do other sports like football and basketball as well. Don't forget, visit Last Drafts Baseball's eBay store to help support the channel. We'll be glad you did.
Welcome back, everybody. There is a pitching change for the Minnesota Twins. This is going to be their fifth pitcher of the ball game. It is going to be Tyler Duffy coming in replacement of Kyle Barraclough. Duffy is a right-handed arm. He stands at 6'3" and 220 pounds. On the season, he is 3-3 with a 3.27 ERA. He began his career with the Twins as a starter. He's been used pretty much exclusively out of the bullpen since 2017. This is his seventh year at the big league level for the Twins. He's got 52 and a third innings pitched this year. He's allowed 45 hits, 22 runs, 19 earned, and he's walked 26 while striking out 49. He takes over to face Aaron Judge with the runner Gardner on second base. And so we're ready to get back to the action. Here's the first pitch from Duffy. It's a breaking ball swung on. It's grounded to Simmons. He throws to first, and that is going to retire the side. So one pitch, and Duffy is able to get himself out of the inning. It goes as a ground out, 6-3 for out number 3. So for the Yankees in their half of the sixth inning, they had a run on one hit. There were no errors and one runner left aboard. We're now through 6 complete. It is the Minnesota Twins 5, the New York Yankees 1. Stick around, everybody. We'll be back with the back 3 frames of this ball game in just a couple moments. We're glad you could tune in with us. Here is our friend Steve again.
Hello, kids. Steve coming at you. It's Steve Rademacher. And if you like interesting stuff, if you like to laugh a little bit, and if you enjoy collecting, this channel's for you. If you like non-sport cards, we have them. You like pseudo-sport cards, we open them. Even if you like entire boxes of completely pointless stuff or other sports, we have everything here. I drop a different video every day, and there's always a theme to it, from No Filter Friday to Saturday morning cartoons, even Sunday shoutouts. Once in a while, we'll get a little froggy and show Money Money Monday, where I showcase a bunch of my currency. We have Legos, we have Star Wars, we have a good time. We even have my brother on Takeover Tuesday. Be there or be square. Back to Freddy.
Thanks again, Steve. We're got a pitching change for the New York Yankees. They're bringing in a left-hander, Andrew Heaney. Heaney is coming in. He is going to be taking over for Luis Heel, who went 5 innings. His line is complete. Sorry, check that. He went 6 innings. His line is complete. He's given up 5 runs, all earned. And, of course, he served up 3 home runs. Heaney was acquired from the Los Angeles Angels organization before the trade deadline for Jason Junk and Elvis Peguero. Those 2 players are on their way to the Angels. This year, Heaney has appeared in 28 games, 23 starts. He's 8-9 with a 5.83 ERA. So for the Yankees, since coming over, he has appeared in, this is the 11th game for the Yankees. He's had 5 starts. So he's getting an opportunity here to work out of the pen. He has been predominantly a starter for most of his career. And here's the first pitch from Heaney. It's a fastball to Andrelton Simmons, taken for a called strike, and the count is 0-1. So Simmons today is 0 for 2. He's struck out both of his times up. He's got a slightly open stance, and here's the pitch from Heaney. There's a breaking ball at the knees, taken for a called strike, and the count is 0-2. Simmons would know Heaney well, as they were teammates the last few years with the Angels. So he's probably seen some of his stuff before, at least in inter squads or spring training stuff. There's a fastball swung on and lifted foul. It's on the third base side of home plate. It's going to reach the seats. That's going to keep the count at no balls and 2 strikes. So no balls and 2 strikes. It'll be Simmons, Arias, and Buxton to follow here in the 7th inning. Here's the pitch from Heaney. It is a breaking ball, slowly tapped back to the pitcher. Heaney fields it. He fires to first. And that is going to retire Simmons. It goes as a ground out, 1-3 for out number 1. And that's going to bring up the top of the order, Luis Arias. For Arias today, he singled in the 1st inning and he scored on the home run by Polanco. He's also flown to left and grounded to short. He's 1 for 3 today. Arias, with that open stance, he waits on the delivery from Heaney, and there's a fastball taken for a called strike, and the count is 0-1. So no balls and 1 strike. Steve Rademacher says the Yankees have scored. Time to put a stop to that. There's a fastball swung on. It's grounded to short. It's fielded by Wade. He fires to first, and that is going to retire Arias. Goes down as a ground out, 6-3 for out number 2. So 2 up and 2 away, and that's going to leave it up to the center fielder, Byron Buxton. Buxton today has had a very productive day at the plate. He is 2 for 3 today. He's homered, he's singled, and he's also flown out to left field. That home run today that he hit was estimated at 383 feet. So here comes the first pitch from Heaney. It's a fastball swung on and missed at 93 miles an hour, and the count is 0-1. Byron Buxton was once considered one of the top prospects in all of baseball. He was the 2nd overall pick taken in the 2012 Major League Baseball draft. And here comes the pitch from Heaney. There's a fastball taken at the knees for called strike, and the count is 0-2. I still don't think that the story is over yet for Buxton. He's, of course, on the wrong side of 25 years of age, they always say, but he hasn't hit 30 yet, and there's still a lot of baseball left in him. There's a fastball that misses up and in. The count's 1-2. But he's not been the player that was projected. They figured possibly perennial all-star and gold glove type winner, very good defensive player. And here's the pitch from Heaney. It's a fastball that misses upstairs, and the count's 2-2. But only 1 gold glove, and has never been an all-star in his career. Most home runs he's hit has been 16. He's approaching that total this year. Here comes the pitch. It's a breaking ball swung on and missed. And Buxton has been retired on strikes for the 3rd out of the inning. So for the Twins in their half of the 7th, no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left aboard. Moving to the bottom of the 7th inning, it is the Minnesota Twins 5, the New York Yankees 1. Stick around, everybody. We'll be back in just a couple moments with the call. The bottom of the 7th inning. We're glad you're with us here today. Here comes one of our Japanese Baseball Hall of Fame memories. Be sure to check out the Hall of Fame if you're ever in Tokyo. We got a kick out of it when we were there.
you into digital cards? Last Wraps Baseball has you covered as we do daily Top Spunt Digital 21 card breaks. This new wave of collecting allows baseball fans to collect digital cards and compete against each other for prizes. Check out our daily breaks and send us a trade to Last Wraps. Be sure to tell your friends. Keep up with all the latest news for all the former MLB players who have made their way to the NPB. Last Wraps Baseball presents the NPB Import Player Update and will drop bi-weekly. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell so you can receive notifications when we drop our videos. Would you like to support Last Wraps Baseball? We would appreciate it if you did. Be sure to check out our eBay page where we have baseball merchandise. We also have stuff from the Japanese League for those who listen from Japan, but we also do other sports like football and basketball as well. Don't forget, visit Last Wraps Baseball's eBay store to help support the channel. We'll be glad you did.
Welcome back, everybody. A little extended break there, as in between innings they got a little rendition of God Bless America in, and the Yankees and the Twins are in a 5-1 ball game as the Yankees are coming to bat in their half of the 7th inning. It is the home runs that have been done the damage for Minnesota in the ball game. They had two two-run homers in the first inning, a 2-run shot by Jorge Polanco and another 2-run shot by Miguel Sano. And Byron Buxton added a solo shot in the 3rd inning. For the Yankees, they got one back in the 6th after Tyler Wade walked and stole 2nd. He ended up getting sacrificed over to 3rd by Kyle Higashioka, and then it was DJ LeMahieu knocking him in with a sacrifice fly to cut the scoreline to 5-1. So Duffy is back for his 2nd inning of work, and there's a fastball that is swung on and fouled away by Stanton, and the count is 0-1. Duffy came on and threw one pitch to retire Aaron Judge in the 6th inning. He is the 5th pitcher of record today for the Minnesota Twins. Duffy gets the aside from his catcher Jeffers. He rocks into the motion. He kicks and delivers. There's a breaking ball swung on and missed, and that's going to retire Stanton on strikes. And so 1 up and 1 away, and that is going to bring up the left fielder, Joey Gallo. Gallo had the first hit of the ball game today for the Yankees. He had a bunt single as he pushed it past the pitcher. The Yankees have only got 2 hits to this point. The other one is by Brett Gardner. So Gallo today is 1 for 2. He's got a single and a strikeout. Duffy rocks in the motion. He delivers a fastball that misses upstairs, and the count is 1-0. Ball and no strike. Gallo with that bunt base hit has raised his season average to 197. Here's the pitch from Duffy. It's a fastball that misses outside. The count is now 2-0. So 2 balls and no strikes. Gallo has struggled in his time with the Yankees. He's not been as productive as they would have hoped. There's a breaking ball that falls in for a called strike. The count is 2-1. He's definitely struggled at the plate in a Yankee uniform. He's got 18 hits and 134 at-bats coming into today's action. There's a fastball swung on and fouled away. The count now runs even to 2-2. Throughout his career, he's had an alarming strikeout rate. He's got 864 strikeouts in 1,960 at-bats entering today's game. It's over 45% strikeout rate. There's a fastball that misses upstairs, and the count is 3-2. This goes to show you how today's game has changed significantly. 3 times in his career, he struck out 190 times or more. in a season. And here comes the pitch from Duffy, and there's a fastball swung on. This ball is absolutely obliterated into right field, and that's going to get into the stands. And that's the reason why Gallo's in the lineup, is because he can do that more often than not. And that cuts into the Twins' lead. It's now 5-2 as that ball has been deposited into the right field seats. The Yankees are never out of it, even though they were down by 5 runs. You never feel comfortable with 5 runs in the Bronx. With this type of lineup that they have, the runs can get on the board in a big hurry in New York. The score is now 5-2. And that's going to bring up the first baseman, Luke Voit. So Voit today is 0 for 1 officially. He's grounded into a double play and he's walked. And Duffy goes into the motion. He kicks and delivers. There's a breaking ball taken for a called strike, and the count is 0-1. That ball was a no-doubter. It ended up about 8 to 10 rows back into the seats off the bat of Joey Gallo. There's a breaking ball that misses outside, and the count is 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike. Voigt's on the pitch. There's a breaking ball swung on and missed. And the count now goes to 1-2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. It's now a 5-2 ball game here in the bottom of the 7th inning. There's a fastball that misses up and in, and the count is now 2-2. There's 8 outs that the Twins have to get to seal the deal here. So here comes the 2-2 pitch to Voit. Duffy delivers another fastball up and in, and that backs Voit off the dish, and the count is now 3-2. So Voit wasn't really happy with that, as that's back-to-back pitches. He's got a little bit something to say, and Duffy has something to say back to the right-handed hitter Voit. So here we go. Here comes the 3-2. The breaking ball swung on. It's grounded to short. It's fielded by Simmons. He throws to first. And that is going to retire Voit. That goes as a ground out, 6-3 for out number 2. And that's going to leave it all up to the second baseman, Gleyber Torres. For Torres today, he is 0 for 2. He's grounded into a double play, and he's flown out to center field. He is not having a great season by his standards. There's a breaking ball swung on. It's grounded over to third. It's picked up by Donaldson. He fires to first. And that is going to retire the Yankees here in their half of the 7th inning. They do get a run back on the home run by Joey Gallo. There was 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left the board. We're now through 7 complete in New York. It is the Minnesota Twins 5, the New York Yankees 2. Stick around, everybody. We're going to the top of the 8th inning. In just a couple moments, we're glad you are with us. Here's our friend Matt.
Well, you've got to have an ace in the hole, a little secret that nobody knows. Life is a gamble, a game we all play, but you've got to save something for a rainy day. You've got to learn to play your cards right if you expect to win in life. Don't put it all on the line for just 1 roll. You've got to have an ace in the hole. Yeah.
That's right, everybody. That's Matt Hollis and another Hollis build after the game. Be sure to check out Matt's channel. He's Friars faithful, but we don't hold that against them on this channel. The Friars are definitely struggling to hold on to a playoff spot. He's the Fernando Tatis maniac, and he loves all that stuff. So check him out when you're done. We'll be back in just a moment after these tunes with the call at the top of the 8th inning. Welcome back, everybody. We are moving to the top half of the eighth inning. It is going to be Jorge Polanco, Josh Donaldson, and Max Kepler coming to bat for the Minnesota Twins. And the Yankees had turned to the bullpen last inning, and Andrew Heaney, and the first pitch is squared and bunted, and it's right to the catcher, Higashioka. Polanco is going to be retired on one pitch and one out. It's going to go down as a ground out, 2-3. So Polanco had the right idea to try to drop the bunt, but it was not a very good bunt. It just was pretty much straight down. It died right in front of the plate. And they are able to retire Polanco for the first of the inning. So one pitch and one away, and that's going to bring up the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. For Donaldson today, he is 0 for 2. He's flown to left field. He's grounded to short, and he's also walked and scored a run. First pitch to Donaldson is a fastball taken for a called strike. The count is 0-1. He held up on his swing. He took a look back at the umpire, Jeff Nelson. I don't think he necessarily liked the call. But from what I could tell there, that looked like it was a pretty good pitch. And as we said today, Jeff Nelson's had a pretty good game behind the plate. There's a breaking ball that misses off the corner, and the count is 1-1. He's only missed, in my opinion, maybe one pitch today, and it was really a pitch that wasn't of any consequence in an at-bat. And so here's the 1-1 pitch. It's a fastball swung on that's lifted foul, and the count is 1-2. Sometimes you can see umpires and different guys, they have different types of zones. And at the end of the day, the players are looking for consistency, and Jeff Nelson has done that today. He's been very consistent. So here comes the 1-2 pitch to Donaldson. Heaney kicks and delivers. There's a fastball swung on. It's lifted foul over on the first base side, and the count remains at 1-2. Max Kepler is waiting his turn on deck. So Donaldson with a close stance waits on the left-hander Heaney. And here's the pitch. He kicks and delivers. There's a breaking ball that misses outside. The count is now 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. If you're looking for cool website ideas, something I think would be fascinating, and I'm not sure if it even exists, if you could find out which umpire has ejected players, and which players they hit or managers they've ejected over the course of their career. There's a fastball swung on and fouled away. The count remains at 2-2. I think that would be a worthy website or a worthy piece of information. Is there history between a player and an umpire based on ejections? So here comes the 2-2 pitch. Heaney kicks and delivers. There's a fastball taken for a called third strike. And that is going to retire Donaldson, and Donaldson doesn't agree with Nelson. And that is out number 3. And I have to say that pitch there, we've talked about pretty much the consistency of Jeff Nelson. That was off the plate. A good baseball off of the plate, and he rings up Donaldson for the second out of the inning. That's going to bring up Max Kepler to the plate. So there's some home cooking right there for the Yankee left-hander. And there's a fastball taken by Kepler for a called strike, and the count is 0-1. I have to say, since taking over, Andrew Heaney has been an absolute strike thrower. He's been all around the zone. There's a breaking ball that misses down, and the count is now 1 ball and 1 strike. So Heaney has thrown 21 pitches. He's thrown 16 for strikes so far. He's been filling up the strike zone. He's maybe too good so far, but nothing has been done to damage him. So here's the 1-1 pitch. There's a fastball that misses outside, and the count is now 2 balls and a strike to Kepler. So 2 balls and 1 strike. Heaney gets the sign from his catcher. He's ready to go back to work. He rocks in the motion. He kicks and delivers. There's a breaking ball that misses down and away, and the count is 3-1. Miguel Sano is waiting his turn on deck. So 3 balls and 1 strike. Kepler has a modestly open stance. And here's the 3-1 from Heaney. It's a fastball, and that misses upstairs, and that is going to draw a 2-out walk for Kepler. That is the second time today he's aboard, as he singled his last time up. That's going to bring up the first baseman, Miguel Sano. Sano today is 2 for 3. He's homered and singled. He's knocked a couple of runs in, and he's also struck out on the in-between. There is action in the Yankee bullpen. And looks like we're going to get ourselves a pitching change here to face Sano. They're going to bring in a right-hander, and that looks like it's going to be it for the lefty Heaney, but we'll see if Boone's going to take the ball and from him, and we'll see where it's at. So looks like we are going to have ourselves a pitching change in New York. Or are we going to have it? Or they're talking them out. Maybe they're going to talk him out of it. He's been all the way around the zone. The right-hander that's up and throwing in the Yankee bullpen is Albert Abreu. So it looks like they're going to stay with him. So here we go. We're back to the live action. They're going to stay with Andrew Heaney, and so Heaney against Sano, lefty against the righty. Here's the first pitch from Heaney. It's a fastball taken for a called strike, and the count is 0-1. So no balls and 1 strike. Heaney gets the sign from his catcher, and now they flip over to first base, and the Max Kepler comes back easily standing up. So Sano asks for time, and now he steps out of the batter's box. This game has had pretty good tempo and pace all the way through it. Now all of a sudden we're in the top of the 8th inning, and it's with the 2-out base on balls to Kepler. Things have started to slow again. So here comes the pitch to Sano. It's a breaking ball that misses outside. The count is 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike. So 1 ball and 1 strike to Sano. Heaney checks the sign from his catcher. He's ready to go back to work. There's a fastball taken for a called strike. The outside corner, and the count is 1-2. Sano didn't like the pitch, but that pitch looked pretty good. It was a good spot. So 1 ball and 2 strikes to Sano. Heaney ready to go back to work. And there is a fastball swung on, and it's grounded through the 6th hole into left field, and Sano's got himself a base hit. And the Twins have something brewing with 2 out here in the 8th inning, as they got runners on first and second. I'm a little surprised at that pitch and the location. He did throw to his spot. We are going to get the pitching change now. I'm a little bit surprised that happened where they left the spot located. I would have figured with the 1-2 count that Sano might have got a steady diet of off speed. But that is going to do it here for Heaney in his half, or his work in the 8th inning is over. He's going to bring in Abreu from the bullpen. We'll be back in just a couple minutes as we have this pitching change. We're glad you guys are with us today for all the action, whether you're live or on delay. We'll be right back in just a moment.
Are you into digital cards? Last Wraps Baseball has you covered as we do daily Top Spun Digital 21 card breaks. This new wave of collecting allows baseball fans to collect digital cards and compete against each other for prizes. Check out our daily breaks and send us a trade to Last Wraps. Be sure to tell your friends. Would you like to support Last Wraps Baseball? We would appreciate it if you did. Be sure to check out our eBay page where we have baseball merchandise. We also have stuff from the Japanese League for those who listen from Japan, but we also do other sports like football and basketball as well. Don't forget, visit Last Wraps Baseball's eBay store to help support the channel. We'll be glad you did.
Welcome back, everybody. We have a pitching change. Andrew Heaney is done. It'll be the third pitcher of the day used by the New York Yankees. It's going to be a right-hander, Albert Abreu, making his way to the mound. He is 2-0 on the season. He's got a 4.24 ERA. He's appeared in 24 ball games. He's got one save under his belt. He's worked in 34 innings, allowing 21 hits, 16 runs, all of which have been earned. He's walked 19 and struck out 33. So he is coming on to face Rob Refsnyder. But we're going to check and see if the Twins are going to go to the bench to see if we can get somebody else. Refsnyder today has had a rough day at the office at the plate. He is 0 for 3 officially. He has struck out all 3 times he's come to bat. Twice swinging and once looking. But they're staying with him. Refsnyder, his average has slipped to 252 on the season. He's hitting here with 2 outs in the 8th inning. The runners at second is Kepler. The runner at first is Sano, and the first pitch is a breaking ball, swung on and missed, and the count is 0-1. So no balls and 1 strike. Abreu gets the sign from his catcher, Higashioka. He comes set at the belt. He kicks and delivers. There's a fastball swung on, and it's fouled off the catcher, Higashioka, and the count is 0-2. So no balls and 2 strikes. Refsnyder's been in this position before today. As we said, he's gone down on strikes 3 times already. The Yankees are trailing the Twins 5-2 in the top of the 8th, and here comes the 0-2 pitch. That is a fastball that misses down, and the count is 1-2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. Yankees will have the 8, 9, and 1 hitters coming up to bat next inning, or in their half of the 8th inning. So here comes the 1-2 pitch. Abreu delivers. It's a breaking ball swung on. It's grounded to third. LeMahieu picks it up. He throws to second. They're going to retire Sano on a fielder's choice. So Refsnyder bounces into a 5-4 fielder's choice. It retires Sano for the 3rd out of the inning. So for the Twins in their half of the 8th, they had no runs on 1 hit. There were no errors and 2 runners left aboard. We're moving to the bottom of the 8th inning. It is the Minnesota Twins 5, the New York Yankees 2. Stick around, everybody. We'll be back with the call. The bottom of the 8th inning after we return. Hang tight. Here's our friend Matt again.
Good evening, sports fans. I hope you all have been enjoying the game. This is just another message from another Hollis build. I hope that your team is in the lead, but if not, remember, that's life. That's what all the people say. You're riding high in April, shot down in May. But you know I'm gonna change that soon. When I'm back on top, back on top in June. I said that's life, and as funny as it may seem, some people get their kicks stomping on my team, but I don't let it get me down. 'Cause this fine old world, it keeps spinning around. I hope you enjoy the rest of the game, and if it remains the same, remember, that's life. You want your fill? Go check another Hollis build on YouTube. Last Raps Baseball. Let's get back to the game. Let's go! You know that's life. You know it. One love and peace.
Welcome back, everybody. We are moving to the bottom half of the eighth inning. It is going to be the 8-9 one-hitters in the Yankee batting order. Coming up, it'll be Tyler Wade, Kyle Higashioka, and DJ LeMahieu. 8-9-1, ready to go. The right-hander Tyler Duffy has stayed on the mound. It is a 5-2 ball game. The first pitch is a breaking ball taken for a ball. Count is 1-0, and it is Anthony Rizzo who's batting for Tyler Wade here. So we have a pinch hitter, and that is Rizzo to lead it off. And the 1-0 pitch to Rizzo is a breaking ball that misses down. The count's 2-0. Rizzo into pinch hit after getting most of the day off today. It looks like there will also be a pinch hitter coming up next again for the Yankees, as Gary Sanchez is moved in on deck. And there's a fastball that misses outside, and the count now goes to 3-0 to Rizzo. So the Yankees are trying to get this one back here. So 3 balls and no strikes. Here's the pitch, and that is a fastball that misses up, and it's ball 4. Rizzo is aboard with a leadoff walk here in the 8th inning. So the Yankees are not finished yet by any stretch of the imagination, and that brings in Gary Sanchez. So Sanchez is first at bat. On the season, he's only hitting .208. He's got 21 homers and 50 runs batted in. There is action in the Minnesota bullpen, and it is Alex Colomé who is now up and throwing. There's nothing worse than a leadoff walks or walks, period. So Sanchez is the hitter. He's digging himself in with nobody out. Runner at first is Rizzo, and here's the pitch from Duffy. It's a breaking ball taken down low for a ball, and the count is 1-0. That's 5 balls in a row from the pitcher Duffy in this inning. He's yet to throw a strike. Never did a 5-0 ball game look so insecure earlier on here for the Twins. There's a fastball that catches the outside corner, and it counts 1-1. That pitch from Duffy had a lot of backdoor movement to it. He's got a lot of life on his pitch. He just doesn't have enough command over his pitches today. And here comes the 1-1. There's a breaking ball that misses down, and the count's now 2-1 to Sanchez. Certainly don't want to put the tying run up to the bat here in the 8th inning if you're the Minnesota Twins. So 2 balls and 1 strike. Duffy kicks and delivers. There's a fastball swung on. It is popped up into shallow left field. Moving over underneath it is the left fielder, Ref Snyder. He's going to make the catch. And that is going to retire Sanchez for the first out of the innings. So that's going to bring up the top of the order, DJ LeMahieu. So LeMahieu strides to the plate. He today is officially 0 for 2. He's grounded to third, flown to right. A sacrifice fly to right field in the 6th inning to knock in a run. That was the first run of the ball game that the Yankees had scored. So LeMahieu's got a slightly close stance, and he takes a first pitch fastball for a called strike. The count is 0-1. So no balls and 1 strike to LeMahieu. The runner at first is Rizzo. There's 1 away here in the Yankee 8th inning. Duffy holds at the chest. He kicks and delivers. There's a breaking ball taken for a called strike. And the count is now 0-2. So no balls and 2 strikes. Brett Gardner is waiting his turn on deck. And here's the pitch from Duffy. It's a fastball swung on. It is lifted foul down the right field line. And the count remains at 0-2. That pitch was way too good at 0-2. We still have the right-hander Colomé loosening in the bullpen to the Twins. So here comes the 0-2 pitch to LeMahieu. Duffy kicks and delivers. It's a fastball that's rides up inside to LeMahieu. He checks his swing and fouls it away. I don't think LeMahieu was looking for that pitch 0-2. I think he was looking for something away, and obviously Duffy rode him inside right onto the fists. So no balls and 2 strikes to LeMahieu. There's 1 away here in the Yankee 8th. Duffy comes set at the chest. There's a fastball that misses upstairs. And the count is now 1-2. It sent LeMahieu backwards. And it really probably didn't have to send him as backward as it did. It was a fastball that was upstairs, but it really wasn't in the kitchen of LeMahieu. But he ends up doubling over on his backside. And here's the pitch. It's a breaking ball, and that one just misses, and the count is 2-2. So I've said that Jeff Nelson's had himself a pretty good game today. Well, in the last inning for the Twins weren't overly happy with him, and now they're not happy with him again, as that breaking ball looked like it may have been a strike. I'm not sure if I like the way that Jeffers received that pitch, but certainly I like the way that the ball it looked like it fell in there, and there's a breaking ball swung on. It's lifted into right field, and that ball is going to be caught by Max Kepler, and that's going to retire LeMahieu. So that is 2 outs here in the 8th inning, and that's going to leave it all up to the center fielder, Brett Gardner. But as I said, Nelson's had a pretty good day today. Last couple of innings, there's been a couple of shaky calls. We are getting a visit out to the mound. Pitching coach for the Twins is on his way out to see Duffy. So there'll be a couple of reminders here as he's got Brett Gardner striding to the plate. Gardner today is 1 for 3. He's doubled his last time up. He's grounded to short and grounded to third. Ready to resume the action here as the conference is over on the hill. They certainly don't want to go to the next hitter in this inning. They got Aaron Judge looming on deck. 5-2 for the Twins here in the bottom of the 8th inning. There's 2 away. Here comes the pitch. It is a breaking ball that misses down, and the count is no balls and 1 strike to Gardner. Gardner is dug in, and here's the pitch. It is a breaking ball that catches the outside corner, and the count is now 0-2. So no balls and 2 strikes. Gardner digs in. Duffy gets the sign from his catcher, Jeffers. He's ready to go back to work. Here's the pitch. It is a fastball that misses upstairs, and the count is now 1-2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes to Gardner. Rizzo is the runner at first. He got things going here in the 8th inning with a leadoff walk. Here comes the 1-2 pitch to Gardner as Duffy comes set at the chest. He kicks and delivers. There's a breaking ball that misses outside. And the count is now 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes to the center fielder, Gardner. As we said, the Twins definitely don't want to let the runner Gardner get aboard here, because if they do, it'll bring Aaron Judge to the plate, and he is the tying run. They'd much prefer to see him start the next inning. So here comes the pitch to Gardner, swung on its tap foul. And that is going to bring a 3-2 pit count to Gardner here. So 3 balls and 2 strikes. Duffy gets a new ball, and he's ready to go back to work here. Definitely he's going to want to attack the hitter Gardner. He's going to have to go at him with his best stuff. So 3 balls and 2 strikes. Duffy ready to go to work. Gardner digs himself in. Gets the sign from the catcher, Jeffers. He's ready to go to work. He kicks and delivers. There's a breaking ball that misses up and in for ball 4, and now that's going to bring Aaron Judge to the plate, and it's going to bring Rocco Baldelli out of the Minnesota bullpen, out of the dugout rather, and they're going to be going to the bullpen, as this is going to do it. We're going to be more than likely seeing the right-hander Alex Colomé come in relief, as that's who's been heating up. We'll stick around in just a couple moments, everybody. That is it. And Duffy is not happy as he comes off the mound. He's got a lot to say. And some of it is directed to the home plate umpire, Jeff Nelson. So he is done for the day. And we've got ourselves a pitching change. We'll be back in just a moment, everybody. The 8th inning is just heating up here in New York. It's 5-2 for the Twins. Aaron Judge coming to the plate with 2 aboard. Hold tight. We'll be back in just a moment.
Are you into digital cards? Last Wraps Baseball has you covered as we do daily Top Spun Digital 21 card breaks. This new wave of collecting allows baseball fans to collect digital cards and compete against each other for prizes. Check out our daily breaks and send us a trade to Last Wraps. Be sure to tell your friends. Would you like to support Last Wraps Baseball? We would appreciate it if you did. Be sure to check out our eBay page where we have baseball merchandise. We also have stuff from the Japanese League for those who listen from Japan, but we also do other sports like football and basketball as well. Don't forget, visit Last Wraps Baseball's eBay store to help support the channel. We'll be glad you did.
Welcome back, everybody. The Minnesota Twins are going to the bullpen. They are making a pitching change, and it is going to be Alex Colomé to make his way onto the mound. And Colomé is going to be the 6th pitcher today for the Minnesota Twins. He is coming on in relief of Tyler Duffy. So Colomé is coming into a pressure cooker spot here in the 8th inning with 2 aboard. And Aaron Judge coming to the plate. Takes over the well-traveled Colomé, and there's some discussion between Baldelli and the home plate umpire, Jeff Nelson, in between innings. And he's also getting a visit from a couple of the other umpires, and so he's letting them know what his thoughts are. Colomé here on the season has appeared in 58 games. He's got a 4-4 record. He has 13 for 19 in save opportunities. He's got an ERA of 3.88. He's worked in 55 and 2/3 innings, but this is going to be not a walk in the park by any stretch. He's going to be facing Aaron Judge. Colomé began his big league career with Tampa Bay. He then went to the Mariners. Then he followed over to the White Sox. This is his first season with the Minnesota Twins. He was an All-Star back in 2016. And he led the league in 2017 with saves with 47 for Tampa. We're ready to get this one back underway as Aaron Judge strides to the plate with 2 on and 2 out. Colomé looking to close the deal here in the 8th inning for the Twins. It's been pretty much a quiet affair for the first 6.5 innings of this game. Things have started to pick up a little bit in terms of action on the base paths. There's a first pitch fastball taken for a ball outside, and the count is 1-0. You certainly don't want to put Judge on board because you got Giancarlo Stanton coming next. Either one of these hitters could deposit a ball into the seats. So here comes the 1-0 pitch to Judge. Colomé kicks and delivers. There's a fastball taken for a called strike, and the count is 1-1. And so just as Duffy wasn't happy by not getting the pitch to retire Gardner, Judge is not happy as that pitch looked like it was below the knees. So 1 ball and 1 strike to Judge. Colomé comes set at the belt. He kicks and delivers. There's a fastball that misses down, and the count is now 2-1. So 2 balls and 1 strike to the right-handed hitting Judge. Judge today is 0 for 2. He walked his first time up, and he's flown to center and grounded to short. Colomé gets the sign from his catcher, Jeffers. He comes set at the belt. He kicks and he delivers. There is a fastball swung on. It is lifted into deep right field. Moving back onto the track is Max Kepler, and that ball is going to reach the seats, and the Yankees have tied the game at 5 here in their half of the 8th inning on a 3-run homer by Aaron Judge. And we're all knotted up here in the 8th. As I said before, the Yankees are definitely, even with a 5-run lead, it is never safe in New York. And this game is all knotted up now at 5. That's going to bring up the designated hitter, Giancarlo Stanton. And the Yankees can still send 3 more guys to the plate that are in scoring position when they come to the plate. So this one is never over yet. The Yankees looked like they were dead to rights, down 5-0 going into the 6th inning. And they've used the long ball to be able to get themselves back into the ball game. And there's a fastball that misses low and away to Stanton, and the count is 1-0. That pitch was absolutely blasted, an opposite field blast for Judge, giving him his 38th homer of the season. There's the pitch to Stanton, and that's a fastball that misses down, and the count is 2-0. So Colomé, since he's come in, he's struggled to throw strikes. Aaron Judge deposits the pitch into the right center field stands, and it brings the sparse crowd at Yankee Stadium to their feet. So 2 balls and no strikes to Giancarlo Stanton. And Colomé is ready to go back to work. Stanton with that close stance. Aroldis Chapman is up and throwing now in the Yankee bullpen. So here comes the 2-0. There's a fastball swung on, and it's fouled right off the mask of the home plate umpire, and the count is now 2 balls and 1 strike to Stanton. Jeff Nelson wore that one flush. So 5-5 is the scoreline between the Twins and the Yankees. So Colomé ready to go back to work. He kicks and delivers. There's a fastball, and Stanton checks a swing and fouls it off over on the first base side. And the count is now 2-2. He just joined us, a 3-run homer by Aaron Judge here in the 8th inning. Let's put the Yankees into a tie here with the Twins. There's 2 away, and the count is 2-2 to Giancarlo Stanton. Colomé holds the ball at the belt. He rocks into a motion. He kicks and delivers, and there is a fastball that misses down, and the count is 3-2 to Stanton. Joey Gallo is waiting his turn on deck. So 3 balls and 2 strikes to Stanton. Colomé ready to go back to work. He rocks in the motion. He kicks and delivers. There's a fastball swung on. This is lifted foul down the right field line. And the count remains 3-2. So 3 balls and 2 strikes. We're glad you can make it in for the call today. Colomé ready to go back to work. Here's the pitch to Stanton. He kicks and delivers. It is a breaking ball. Tap foul just behind home plate. The count remains at 3-2. So this at-bat in itself is turning into a battle. This is going to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat to Stanton. The Yankees are up on the edge of their dugout. They're watching on here as this battle continues. This is the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Colomé comes set at the belt. He rocks in the motion. He kicks and delivers. There is a fastball swung on and missed, and that is going to retire Stanton on strikes for the 3rd out of the inning, but the damage has been done. For the Yankees in their half of the 8th inning, they had 3 runs. There was 1 hit. There were no errors, and nobody left the board. We are now going to the top of the 9th inning. It's the Minnesota Twins 5, the New York Yankees 5. Stick around, everybody. We'll be back in just a moment with the call of the top of the inning. We're glad you could join us today. Hold tight. Here's our friend, Matt again.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Namaste. Hey, I hope you guys have been enjoying the game. My name is Hollis. I've got a YouTube channel called Another Hollis Build. I love baseball cards. I open up brand new product for you guys. I open up old stuff. I do breaks. I do auctions. All kinds of stuff concerning baseball. I'm Friars faithful, Padres to the end. I also love Garbage Pail Kids and my animals. I have a ton of animals. It's like a mini petting zoo here around my house. I also love my city. San Diego, baby. I'll take you all around the city and show you what's up. If you guys dig stuff like that, cruise on over and check it out. It's Another Hollis Build. If you dig it, subscribe. I'd really appreciate to have more follow me along on the journey. Hey, either way, you guys have a wonderful day or a beautiful, beautiful evening. No matter which one it is, make sure that you make it great, my friends. Big up Last Raps Baseball. Yeah, Freddie, let's go. One love and peace. Yeah, man.
Welcome back, everybody. It is going to be the 9th inning, and the New York Yankees have tied the game up with a 3-run homer by Aaron Judge in the bottom half of the 8th inning. And it'll be the bottom of the order, 8, 9, and 1 hitters coming up for Minnesota. That means it's going to be Ryan Jeffers, Andrelton Simmons, and Luis Arias into the ball game, and they're going to be facing a new pitcher for the Yankees. It is going to be the left-hander Aroldis Chapman. He is coming in to replace Albert Abreu, who had replaced Andrew Heaney, who replaced Luis Gil. That means he's the 4th pitcher of the ball game for the Yankees today. So it only gets tougher for the Twins at this point. Aroldis Chapman on the season has got 5 wins and 4 losses. His ERA has been fluffed up a little bit this year. It's been the highest it's been ever in his career. He had a 3.60 ERA back with Cincinnati in the 2011 season. This is going to be his 53rd appearance. He's worked in 47 2/3 innings, allowed 33 hits, 22 runs, 20 of which were earned, 35 walks, and 81 strikeouts. He doesn't have the same stuff that he had a few years ago, but he's still an electric pitcher. He's a 7-time All-Star. Here's the first pitch to Jeffers. It's a fastball at 94 miles an hour, swung on and fouled away. And the count is 0-1. Even though Aroldis Chapman is not at his best anymore in his career, he is still better than most. Chapman is got a career of 302 saves. He's looking for his 27th here today. Well, not quite because the game is tied, but he is 5-4 on the season with his win-loss. He'll probably be hunting for his 6th win if they can get a run here in the bottom of the 9th inning. That fastball's down, and the count is now 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike. So the catcher is Gary Sanchez now as he's replaced Higashioka. There's also action up in the Yankee bullpen. There's another lefty up. Here comes the pitch from Chapman, and it is a breaking ball waved out and missed, and the count is now 1-2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. Jeffers is a right-handed stick. The left-hander is Chapman. We're ready to go back to work. He gets his sign from the catcher Sanchez. He comes set at the chest. He kicks and he delivers. There's a breaking ball taken for a called 3rd strike. And Jeffers, for the 2nd time today, has gone down looking. He'll be retired for the first out here in the 10th or the 9th inning. That's going to bring up the shortstop, Andrelton Simmons. I'm sure that Jeffers wasn't looking for that breaking ball. He was looking for something a little bit firmer than that, but you got to be able to fight that one off. And here comes Simmons, who's 0 for 3 today. He's struck out a couple of times himself, and he bounced back to the pitcher his last time up. And the first pitch fastball swung on and fouled away. And the count is 0-1. So this has kind of been the season for the Minnesota Twins in a nutshell. They were pretty much in control of this game up until about the 6th inning. That's where the Yankees started to chip away. It's been a frustrating season for Twins fans, as the Twins were projected to be a contender for the American League Central. There's a fastball that's taken upstairs, and the count now is 1 ball and 1 strike. Twins are the 3rd worst team, and they are the dead last team in the American League Central behind Kansas City, Detroit, and Cleveland. So here comes the 1-1 pitch to Simmons. There's a breaking ball taken for a called strike, and the count is now 1-2. Luis Arias, the top of the order, is waiting his turn on deck. There's 1 away here in the 9th, and it's a 1-2 count to Simmons. The Yankees will send the 5, 6, and 7 hitters to the order in their half of the 9th inning. So here comes the 1-2 to Simmons. It's a breaking ball swung on and fouled straight back. The count is 1-2. If I'm Chapman, I'm not wasting any time here with Andrelton Simmons. He's not shown any ability to catch up to the fastballs that some of the pitchers that the Yankees had earlier in the game were throwing. So throwing and breaking stuff here only speeds his bat up. I'd be attacking him with the fastball and trying to finish him off right here. But I'm not the guy pitching. So here comes the 1-2 to Simmons. And it's a breaking ball that misses outside. The count is 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. There's one away here in the ninth inning, and Chapman gets ready to go back to work. He gets the sign from his catcher, Sanchez. He kicks and he delivers, and there's a fastball that misses outside, and the count's now 3 balls and 2 strikes to Simmons. So 3-2 to Simmons. Shortstop with that open stance digs in, and here comes the payoff pitch from Chapman. He kicks and he delivers. There's a ball swung on and missed, and Simmons is down on strikes for the 3rd time today. And that is going to leave it all up to the leadoff hitter, Luis Arias. Arias today is 1 for 4. He singled and scored a run. He was brought home on the homer in the first inning by Polanco. He's flown to left and he's grounded to short twice. So he strides to the plate with 2 away here in the 9th inning. He gets himself dug in, lefty against the lefty. Chapman comes set at the chest. He kicks in, he delivers. There's a fastball that misses down, and the count is 1-0. So 1 ball and no strikes. Chapman working from the stretch with nobody on. He delivers a fastball, and that's fouled away. And the count now goes to 1-1 on Arias. So 1 ball and 1 strike. Yankees will head to Baltimore after this game. The Twins are going to head home for a double dip against the Indians tomorrow. So here comes the 1-1 pitch. Chapman delivers. It is a breaking ball that misses outside, and the count is now 2-1. So 2 balls and 1 strike. Byron Buxton is waiting his turn on deck. Should Luis Arias be able to find a way on base here with 2 out in the 9th? Here's the pitch from Chapman. It's a breaking ball taken for a called strike. And the count is 2-2. And Luis Arias not really happy with that. He drops the bat down. And then he adjusts his gloves and he's ready to do it again. I would say anything close here, Luis, you better be swinging, because sure the umpire wasn't impressed with that maneuver. So here comes the 2-2 pitch. Chapman left field throws it in, and it's a 2-out double for Luis Arias here in the inning. That's going to bring up the center fielder, Byron Buxton. So that ball got into the corner, and Gallo had to race over, and he picked it up, and as he ran into the wall, he ended up losing control of the ball. And that's what allowed Arias to be able to get into second base with the double. So Buxton comes to the plate. He is 2 for 4 today. He's homered and singled, and he's also struck out and flown out to left field. So Chapman, with 2 outs, has got himself a challenge to deal with, as Arias has got himself into scoring position with a 2-out double. Chapman gets the sign from his catcher, Sanchez. He's ready to go back to work. He kicks and he delivers, and there is a fastball down, and the count is 1 ball and no strikes. That pitch that Arias hit was a 100-mile-an-hour fastball. It was the fastest pitch of the day from Aroldis Chapman, and he was able to get the bat on it and take it down the left field line. So Chapman gets the sign from his catcher, Sanchez. He's ready to go back to work. Buxton stands in. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. And now Chapman steps off, and getting back to second in time is Arias. There's no throw. So 1 ball and no strikes to Buxton. There's 2 gone here in the 9th, and the runner at second is Arias. Here comes the pitch from Chapman. He delivers. It's a fastball that misses low, and the count is 2-0. So 2 balls and no strikes. Byron Buxton homered off of Luis Heel earlier in the ball game. He's also got a single today. Both of his hits have came off Heel. So here comes the 2-0 pitch. And Chapman delivers a fastball that misses upstairs, and the count now goes to 3-0. Designated hitter Jorge Polanco is waiting his turn on deck. So 3 balls and no strikes to Buxton. I do have an open base to set up the force. I just want to put him on. Comes the 3-0 to Buxton. Chapman kicks and delivers. There's a fastball that misses outside. And Buxton is aboard with a 2-out walk, and that's going to bring up Jorge Polanco to the plate. Polanco today is 1 for 4. He homered in the first inning. It was that of the 2-run variety. He's grounded to second. He's flown to left, and he's tried to bunt his way on in the 8th inning. There is action in the bullpen for the Yankees. They have a righty and a lefty going, and the pitching coach is out to the mound to have a word with Chapman. So we've got ourselves a conference on the hill. Polanco is getting himself ready to come up to bat here, right in the meat of the batting order for the Twins. Jeff Nelson has come out to the mound, and that is going to be it. The conference is over, as they brought their interpreter out to the mound with them. So Polanco batting from the right side. He steps up to the plate. That was his 30th homer of the year that he hit in the first inning. He's got 88 RBIs now. He is the big run producer in the Minnesota batting order, and this is the spot that he wants to be in. And of course, this is the spot that has defined Aroldis Chapman for his career, pitching in tough situations. So here we go. Here comes the first pitch to Polanco. And it's a breaking ball swung on and missed, and the count is quickly 0-1. So no balls and 1 strike. And Josh Donaldson is waiting on deck. Polanco digs in. He's got himself in an open stance. Chapman holds the ball at the chest. He kicks and delivers. There's a breaking ball that misses outside, and the count now is 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike. We're at the top of the 9th inning with 2 aboard and a 1-1 count here to Polanco. This game that was moving along so quickly for the first 6 innings has absolutely come to a screeching halt from the 7th and beyond. And here is a breaking ball swung on. This ball is lifted into deep left center field. Moving back on the front of the warning track is Gardner. He's going to make the catch. But the Yankee faithful in the Bronx were taking a deep breath. That is going to retire Polanco on a fly ball to center field for the 3rd out of the inning. So for the Twins in their half of the 9th inning, there was no runs, 1 hit. There was no errors, and 2 runners left aboard. We're moving to the bottom of the 9th inning. It is the New York Yankees 5, the Minnesota Twins 5. Stick around, everybody. We'll be back in just a couple moments with the call at the bottom of the 9th inning. We're glad you're with us. Here's our friend Matt again.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Namaste. Hey, I hope you guys have been enjoying the game. My name is Hollis. I've got a YouTube channel called Another Hollis Build. I love baseball cards. I open up brand new product for you guys. I open up old stuff. I do breaks. I do auctions. All kinds of stuff concerning baseball. I'm Friars faithful, Padres to the end. I also love Garbage Pail Kids and my animals. I have a ton of animals. It's like a mini petting zoo here around my house. I also love my city, San Diego, baby. I'll take you all around the city and show you what's up. If you guys dig stuff like that, cruise on over and check it out. It's Another Hollis Build. If you dig it, subscribe. I'd really appreciate to have more follow me along on the journey. Hey, either way, you guys have a wonderful day or a beautiful, beautiful evening. No matter which one it is, make sure that you make it great, my friends. Big up Last Raps Baseball. Yeah, Freddie, let's go. One love and peace. Yeah, man.
Thanks again, Matt. That's Matt Hollis and Another Hollis Build. Once the game is done, be sure to bounce over to his channel on YouTube and check out what he's got in store for you. He's got all kinds of crazy things, and he is a Friars faithful. We'll be back in just a moment with the call at the bottom of the ninth inning. Welcome back, everybody. It is the bottom of the ninth inning in the Bronx, and it is the 5, 6, and 7 hitters coming up to bat for the Yankees. It is Alex Colomé on in relief. He is the one who served up the 3-run shot to Aaron Judge in the bottom of the 8th inning. Joey Gallo steps in, who's already got a home run to his name today, and he takes a first pitch fastball for a called strike, and the count is 0-1. For Gallo today, he is 2 for 3. He's homered, he's singled, and he has struck out. His single was of the bunt variety as he pushed the ball past the pitcher in the 5th inning to get himself aboard with a single. So he is 2 for 3 today. And here's the pitch. It is a changeup swung on and missed, and the count is 0-2. So no balls and 2 strikes. So Gallo, Voit, and Torres here in the bottom of the ninth for the Yankees. This is a one-game set here because this is a makeup game. The Yankees are on their way to Baltimore tomorrow. The Twins are heading home for a doubleheader against the Indians. And so no balls and 2 strikes to Gallo. Colomé rocks into the motion. He delivers. There's a fastball swung on and missed. Gallo is going to walk back to the dugout for the first out of the 9th inning. So 1 up and 1 away, and that's going to bring up the first baseman, Luke Voit. For Voit today, he is officially 0 for 2. He's grounded into a double play. He's grounded to short, and he has walked. So Colomé ready to face the first baseman, Voit. Colomé ready to go back to work. He rocks into the motion. He kicks and delivers. There's a fastball swung on. It is pop foul down the first base line. Miguel Sano is over, and that ball is going to get down between him and Kepler. It's going to be a foul ball. Not an easy play to try to make the over-shoulder catch. It's been difficult for both the right fielders, Kepler and for Judge today, making plays down the right field line. The ball has been drifting and carrying towards the seats. And so that ball is down for called for 1 strike, and the count is now 0-1 to Voit. As we said earlier, it looks like that Sano is trimmed down a little bit from his 270-plus pound listing. Here's the 0-1 from Colomé, and that is a fastball swung on and missed, and the count is now 0 balls and 2 strikes. So Voit is in the hole. Colomé has him at 0-2, and here comes the 0-2 pitch. Colomé rocks into the motion. He delivers. There's a fastball that misses low and away, and the count is 1-2. So 1-2 strikes. In the bottom of the ninth inning, the Yankees gave the Twins a 5-spot early lead, and they've been able to battle back. It was the 3-run homer in the bottom of the eighth inning by Aaron Judge that is even the score at 5. So Colomé gets the sign from his catcher Jeffers. He comes set at the belt. And he kicks and delivers, and it is a fastball down. The count is now 2-2 to Voit. So 2-2 strikes. It's a beautiful day for afternoon baseball in the Bronx. The temperature is 85 degrees. It was 83 at the outset. There is some humidity in the air. It's about 53% humidity. It's a comfortable day for baseball. So here comes the 2-2 pitch. And that pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. And Voit is down on strikes for the second out of the inning, and that's going to leave it all up to the second baseman, Gleyber Torres. For Torres today, he is 0 for 3. He's grounded into a double play. He's flown to center, and he's grounded to third. We've got 2 outs here in the bottom of the ninth inning. This game is all knotted at 5. So Torres gets himself set in the batter's box. Colomé goes back to work. He gets the sign from his catcher Jeffers. He rocks into a motion. He delivers. There is a fastball swung on and grounded foul over on the third base side. And the count is 0-1. So no balls and 1 strike. Aaron Judge came up clutch with the 3-run bomb in the bottom of the eighth inning, hitting his 38th homer of the year. And that has knotted the score at 5 where we're at right now. What makes it tough is the Twins put themselves into that situation by walking a couple of batters ahead of them. The leadoff hitter Rizzo was walked, and Gardner drew himself a walk. There's a fastball that misses down to Torres, and the count is 1-1. So 1 strike. So 1 strike to Torres. Colomé ready to go back to work. Colomé really works slowly on the mound. He's not in any rush at all to pitch. And there is a fastball that bounces up to the plate. The count is now 2-1. So 2 strike to Gleyber Torres. Waiting his turn on deck is Gio Urshela, who will be batting for the first time today. Urshela is in to replace Wade, who was pinch hit for by Rizzo, and there's a breaking ball that's upstairs, and the count is now 3-1 to Gleyber Torres. So 3 strike. Some of the Yankee regulars got the day off today, or at least to start the day. Rizzo and Sanchez have come in as late replacements, and of course Urshela has entered the ball game as well. There's a fastball swung on. It's lifted foul down the right field line. It's going to get into the seats, and the count's now 3-2 to Torres. Thank everybody for stopping in to listen, whether you're listening live or on delay. We enjoy having you here. In the bottom of the ninth inning, it's all knotted up at 5s. 3 strikes to Gleyber Torres as Alex Colomé is going back to work. Gets the sign from his catcher, Jeffers. He holds set at the belt, and he goes into his motion. He delivers. There's a breaking ball swung on, and it's tap foul over on the third base side, and the count remains at 3-2. Should we go to the 10th inning, it'll be the heart of the Minnesota Twin batting order to come up. It'll be Donaldson, Kepler, and Sano. The Yankees had righty and a lefty up in their bullpen in between innings. That might be all we'll see for Aroldis Chapman, a 1 inning of work and done. But we'll have to wait and see. So here comes the 3-2 pitch. Colomé again goes into the delivery. He kicks and delivers. It is a fastball swung on and missed. And that is going to retire Torres on strikes. So Colomé strikes out the side here in the bottom of the 9th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left the board. We're moving to the 10th inning, all not up at 5s. It's the Minnesota Twins 5, the New York Yankees 5. Stick around, everybody. We'll be back in just a few minutes with the call of the top of the 10th inning. We're glad you could stick your head in here to listen in for our call. We'll be right back in just a few.
Well, you've got to have an ace in the hole, a little secret that nobody knows. Life is a gamble, a game we all play, but you've got to save something for a rainy day. You've got to learn to play your cards right if you expect to win in life. Don't put it all on the line for just one roll. You've got to have an ace in the hole.
Welcome back, everybody. We are moving to the top of the 10th inning. It is going to be a pitching change coming up here for the Yankees, and we are going to be making a call to the bullpen. It's going to be Clay Holmes coming in relief of Aroldis Chapman. He will be the 5th pitcher of the day for the Yankees. He is going to be facing the heart of the Minnesota Twin batting order. That's going to be Donaldson, Kepler, and Sano. So stick with us, everybody. We'll be back in just a moment after these tunes. We'll give you all the particulars on Clay Holmes. Glad you're with us. Welcome back, everybody. This is going to be the 60th appearance for Clay Holmes on the season. He's 7-3. He's got an ERA of 4.14. We're going to start the inning with Jorge Polanco at second base, and the batter is going to be Josh Donaldson. So it'll be Donaldson, Kepler, and Sano here for the Twins in their half of the 10th inning. We're ready to resume the action. Holmes, working from the stretch, gets the sign from his catcher, Sanchez. Kicks and delivers. There's a fastball at 97 taken at the knees for a called strike, and the count is 0-1. So no balls and 1 strike. We've got Matt Hollis checking in this afternoon for the top of the 10th inning. Remember, after the game, be sure to go and check out another Hollis build on YouTube. He is in the chat room. So here we go. Here comes the pitch from Holmes. It is a fastball swung on and missed, and the count is quickly now 0-2 to Donaldson. So no balls and 2 strikes. Holmes gets the sign from his catcher, Sanchez, and he's ready to go back to work. He holds set at the chest. And here comes the pitch. It is a fastball taken for a called third strike. Donaldson has been retired. There's no argument from Donaldson. He turned around. That was a nice pitch by Holmes. That pitch there, it looked like it was going to be on the outside part of the plate, and it had some backdoor run at 98. He was able to catch the outside corner, and that is the first out of the inning, and that's going to bring up the right fielder, Max Kepler. Kepler today is 1 for 3. He singled back in the 6th inning. He walked in the 8th inning, and the other 2 times he struck out and flew up to center field. So here comes Kepler to the plate. And here's the pitch. It is a fastball that misses off the outside corner, and the count is 0-1. Check that, 1-0. So 1 ball and no strikes to Kepler. Holmes gets the sign from his catcher. He's ready to go back to work. He holds at the chest and he kicks and delivers, and there is a fastball at 98 taken for a called strike, and the count is 1-1. It's the first time I've had a chance to see Clay Holmes. Don't know much about him, obviously coming out of the Pittsburgh Pirate organization. This is his 4th year that he's pitched at the major league level. Of course, we don't get a chance to see the Pirates all that often. They usually try to do teams that are fairly decent, and the Pirates cannot be said that they've been decent in recent years. There's a tapper back to the mound. Holmes checks. The runner does go over to third, but he doesn't have a shot at Polanco at third. He takes the easy out at first base, and Kepler is retired. That's a ground out, 1-3. And that is 2 away here in the 10th inning, and that's going to bring up the first baseman, Miguel Sano. Sano's had a very productive day at the plate today. He is 3 for 4. He homered and knocked in. He had a 2-run homer in the 1st inning. He singled in the 6th, singled again in the 8th. But he struck out in the 4th inning. So here we go, ready to get back to work as Holmes. And here comes the pitch to Sano. It's a fastball taken for a called strike. And the count is 0-1. Very impressive so far by Holmes. He's gone right after the hitters. 7 pitches, he's thrown 6 for strikes. Holmes gets the sign from his catcher, Sanchez. He's ready to go to work again. He kicks and delivers. There is a fastball that misses upstairs at 99. The count is 1-1. But not only is it 99, it's 99 with movement. Very difficult to hit. So here comes the 1-1 pitch to Sano. Holmes holds set at the chest. He kicks and he delivers. There's a fastball taken for a called strike. And the count is 1-2. So Yankee fans that are listening in, this is very impressive stuff. That was a 2-seam fastball that caught the outside corner. As Holmes here is, if he's got stuff like this going into the playoffs, if the Yankees can get to the playoffs, very impressive. There's a fastball that misses off the outside corner, and the count is now 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes to Sano. Polanco is the runner at third. Holmes comes set at the chest. He's ready to kick and deliver, and there's a pitch. It's a fastball swung on. It is lifted into right center field. Moving back on it is Judge, and Brett Gardner almost run into each other. Judge makes the catch. And that is going to retire the Twins in their half of the 10th inning. So that was very interesting as Gardner was racing over to make the play. Judge was probably going to win that collision all day long. So for the Twins in their half of the 10th inning, no runs, no hits, no errors. The 1 runner left on base was the one that started the inning there. Now we are going to the bottom of the 10th inning. It is the New York Yankees all tied at 5. The Minnesota Twins. Stick around, everybody. We'll be back in just a couple moments with the call at the bottom of the 10th inning. We're glad you're with us.
Are you into digital cards? Last Wraps Baseball has you covered as we do daily Topps Bunt Digital 21 card breaks. This new wave of collecting allows baseball fans to collect digital cards and compete against each other for prizes. Check out our daily breaks and send us a trade to Last Wraps. Be sure to tell your friends. Would you like to support Last Wraps Baseball? We would appreciate it if you did. Be sure to check out our eBay page where we have baseball merchandise. We also have stuff from the Japanese League for those who listen from Japan, but we also do other sports like football and basketball as well. Don't forget, visit Last Wraps Baseball's eBay store to help support the channel. We'll be glad you did.
Welcome back, everybody. We do have a pitching change for the Minnesota Twins. It's going to be Ralph Garza Jr. coming into the game, and he is going to be the 7th pitcher used today by the Minnesota Twins. We'll get you all the particulars on Garza Jr. coming up here in just a moment. It is going to be the 8, 9, and 1 hitters for the Yankees. That is going to be Gio Urshela, Gary Sanchez, and DJ LeMahieu. Game is all knotted up at 5. They are going to start with the runner at second base, and that would be Gleyber Torres. He's slated to be the runner at second. That is the way we have it here going to the bottom of the 10th inning. It was the 3-run homer by Aaron Judge in the bottom of the 8th inning that knotted the score up at 5. And that's where we stand right here going to the bottom of the 10th inning. Garza taking over on the hill here. Was selected off waivers by the Minnesota Twins from the Houston Astro organization back in August. He's appeared in 21 games this season. He's got a 1-2 record with a 2.81 ERA. So Gio Urshela is ready to get things going. And the first pitch is a bunt squared on, and it is popped foul over by the Yankee dugout. A terrible bunt attempt by Urshela. Count is 0-1 to him. One thing that you see is with the major league players in North America specifically is just some of the fundamental skills that they can't execute. One of them is, in this situation, the bunts. We'll see if Urshela is going to be able to get her down in advance. Here we go again, and it is a fastball taken for a called strike. The count is 0-2. That was a better pitch to potentially bunt than the first one. The first one was more up in the zone. That one there, beautiful pitch on the, it was middle away. So no balls and 2 strikes. See if they keep it on with 2 strikes here. And they do, and it is bunted, and it's bunted foul. That's going to be a strikeout. So Urshela goes down on strikes. When you're a guy like Gio Urshela, you're not in that meat of the order, even though he's having a decent year this year. He's got to be able to get some stuff done, and certainly that bunt was fouled straight back. That is going to retire him for the first out of the inning, and that's going to bring up the catcher, Gary Sanchez. Get him over into third base, and then there's all kinds of ways that they can score. But poor fundamental skills. So Sanchez comes to bat. He's hitting 208 on the season. And he walked and scored a run his last time. Sorry, he flew out to left field his last time up. And the first pitch breaking ball is down and away. The count is 1-0. So the runner at second is Torres to begin the inning. So here comes the 1-0 pitch to Sanchez. There's a fastball taken for a called strike, and the count is 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike. And then Matt Hollis says it's ridiculous not to be able to get a bunt down at the major league level. It's not like Gio Urshela is a major run producer for the Yankees. That's why you have the guys like Stanton and Judge. And there's a base hit into left field. This ball is going to get all the way to the wall, and that is going to do it. Gary Sanchez has delivered a walk-off single here in the bottom of the 10th inning. That is going to score Gleyber Torres from second, and the Yankees have walked it off in the bottom of the 10th. And so for New York, they win this ball game 6-5 after trailing 5-0 in the early goings, down on 4-0 after the first inning on a pair of 2-run homers by the Twins. Do all their scoring from the 6th inning beyond and are able to knock off the Minnesota Twins. So your final score from the Bronx is the New York Yankees 6, the Minnesota Twins 5. We want to appreciate and thank everybody for taking time to listen to another Last Rounds Baseball video production. We hope you all have a great day. Come on back and see us again tomorrow. We are going to call the Twins and the Cleveland Indians tomorrow from Minnesota, the game 1 of that series. Hopefully you can join us again. Thanks a lot, everybody. We really do appreciate you being here. Here's our friend Matt to sign it off for us. Matt Hollis. Check out his channel now that the game is done.
Good evening, sports fans. I hope you all have been enjoying the game. This is just another message from another Hollis build. I hope that your team is in the lead, but if not, remember, that's life. That's what all the people say. You're riding high in April, shot down in May. But you know I'm gonna change that tune. When I'm back on top in June. I said that's life. And as funny as it may seem, some people get their kicks stomping on my team, but I don't let it get me down. 'Cause this fine old world, it keeps spinning around. I hope you enjoy the rest of the game, and if it remains the same, remember, that's life. You want your fill? Go check another Hollis build on YouTube. Last Raps Baseball. Let's get back to the game. Let's go! You know that's life. You know it. One love and peace.
Thanks again, everybody, for tuning in. It is a final score, Yankees 6, Twins 5. We'll be back again tomorrow for the Twins and the Indians in the first game of a double dip. Hopefully you can stop by and check it out as well. Once again, it's another Last Rounds Baseball video production. Have a great day, everybody. We'll catch you again later.